precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
He's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes Freak. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on the channel.
Well, there's a live look at the state capitol from across the Big Muddy here in Mandan at the Starion Sports Complex for West Region football here tonight on the PSP Network. It's the Mandan Braves playing host to the Century Patriots on Pink Night and Senior Night here in Mandan. Hi, good evening, football fans. Scott Woodmansee alongside Chuck Clairmont. Glad to have you aboard here tonight, Thursday night, due to the teacher's break, and it'll be Thursday night football across most of the state of North Dakota here tonight as other 3A and 2A teams in action. We'll get to that, but we turn our attention to this one, man. Century coming in here, number 4 in the recent AAA football poll. Mandan, well, they're trying to survive. They've been in and out of the poll as well, but not receiving any votes this week. And Chuck, it's that time of the year where games become big, and tonight, as we sat and talked in the open, or before we went on, is a win by one of these two teams tonight could pretty much solidify them a playoff spot at the end of the year.
Yeah, as we take a look at the standings, with Minot 3 wins in the East or in the West, they're probably in. Mandan Legacy sitting both, or excuse me, Mandan Century sitting both at 2-1. So you do the math. Hey, if you win tonight, it seems like you're going to be in because they'll take in 4 of those 6 teams. Williston, they're probably out, right? 3 losses, and you're pretty much out. So you're looking at 4 spots here between those top 5 teams, and which one is it going to be? One of these 2 teams tonight, I think, can punch their ticket to the state tournament for sure. So it's a huge game right here between these 2 teams. And man, you talk about 2, 3, 4, and 5, so close. We'll get into the numbers as we talk more in this pregame, but you're going to see how close those teams are. And these are 2 teams that on paper, they are like a mirror image of each other statistics-wise.
Yeah, another big game going on tonight across in the capital city is Minot Highs travel down to take on Legacy. A big one there as Legacy, well, they're kind of reeling a little bit right now, and they're looking for a win. And tonight, boy, that'd be a big win for them tonight if they can knock the Magi off. Well,
and nobody in the West region has done that yet. The only team to beat Minot is Davies right now, and Minot has lost 2 times this year. And it's a Minot team, though, I think, playing very well. They rolled over this Mandan team last week, just ran the ball up and down and just dominated the line of scrimmage against the Mandan Braves. And there's probably some black and blue marks in the Braves right now. So if you're going to play, if you're Century and you're going to play Mandan, it's probably a good week to play them because they're probably a little beat up after a lot of rushing the football on the defensive side. So hopefully Mandan has had time in a short week, if you want to call it that, in terms of the recovery time. Whereas Century last week, they got a chance to play Wilson, so they got a chance to rest some starters. So that really could loom large potentially in terms of how this game goes and in terms of how these players are rested.
Yeah, and Century, we'll get into that a little bit more as our Valvoline Instant Oil, they're going to get some guys back. We'll talk a little bit more about that as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. Should be a fun one on here tonight from the Starion Sports Complex. We'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll take a deeper look inside Century and Mandan. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Well, welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show from the Starion Sports Complex. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee with you. Glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network. As we mentioned, Century coming in here, Chuck, ranked number 4 in the state. As there you see the most recent AAA poll, Fargo Davies undefeated on the season, number 1. Minot High, Cheyenne, Century, and Bismarck there on the 3A side. And surprisingly, Chuck, nobody else receiving any votes this week.
No, and you take a look at teams that have been in the poll where it's not listed on there. Bismarck, High, Fargo Davies, Minot, West Fargo, Cheyenne, all 9 weeks of the poll, including the preseason, they have been included. So it's just one spot that's basically kind of rotated. Obviously, some teams have received votes throughout the time, but Mandan has been in the poll a lot. And as a matter of fact, they were in the poll last week, but they've dropped out after that loss to Minot, and Century's moved in. So you got a host of 5-2 teams sitting there with Davies. Really a run-first team. Speaking of dominating the line of scrimmage, that's what they've done. And right now, all 18 people have voted, including us, obviously, have said, hey, right now they're undefeated. They're the number 1 team in the state right now, and they're rolling. I'm not quite sure who they play tonight, but ultimately that's a team that there's a very good chance they could be sitting number 1 in the East at the end of the year, playing the number 4 team in the West. Yeah, and then so it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. And then you see the 2A side: Grand Forks, Red River 1, Horace 2, Jamestown 3, Valley 4, and Minot North 5, and Devils Lake and Wapaton receiving votes. But on the 2A side, Chuck, big game tonight going on right now. West Fargo Horace up in Grand Forks to take on Grand Forks Red River, and that'll determine some positioning on the 2A side out in the eastern half. Yeah, and how interesting, because Red River, they had all 18 first place votes last week, and they had a tough game. I couldn't remember if they played Valley City, and they won, but it was a tight game. And maybe somebody from West Fargo felt like, hey, we're gonna give West Fargo Horace a token vote here. So that's going to be a big game. We'll keep you up to speed on that one as we progress through this game today. But that'll be a good one. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, and it is Pink Night tonight. Other action we can tell you going on across the state. St. Mary's on the 2A side up in Watford to take on the Wolves. Williston in town to take on the Bismarck Demons at the MD Resource Community Bowl. Minot North at Jamestown, and Valley City is at Dickinson. So lots of football going on in the western and eastern half of the state, and we got a good one for you right here on the PSP Network. We'll take another timeout as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, timely service that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car drive-through. Oil change. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Back with more from the Starion Sports Complex after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Well, welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP network as we get set to bring you West Region football rivalry game here, Century and Mandan. Should be a lot of fun. As we said, it is pink night tonight as the Mandan players with, well, they got the pink tights, the pink socks, you name it, they're wearing it tonight here on senior night at the Starion Sports Complex. And Chuck, as we turn our attention now to take a more of an inside look at these two teams, we start first with the Century Patriots. And, you know, Century's kind of a team that really has been well, you know, they lost a tough one to Fargo Davies, you know, and talking to Tim Fletcher, you know, they were only behind 14-7 in that game, and then they had some injuries in that one, and then they go and win two or win three in a row, lose one, tough one to Legacy, and they won their last two. But I think one thing to point out with Century, Chuck, is they're starting to get some players back.
Yeah, I think that's a key for them. They had guys throughout the year. Ian Schweigert, obviously he's a starter and one of their studs. Landry Wesson, starting linebacker, he missed a couple games early. Jarris Burkhardt, one of the best running backs in the state, he missed the last couple games. So those guys are all back. In what capacity? Some starting with Wesson and Ian Schweigert now. We'll take a look to see how much Jarris Burkhardt's going to play, but ultimately he's dressed and he's ready to go. So we all know that a healthy team definitely makes a team that's in better condition, better opportunities to win, and this is a Century team. They're kind of, you know, after that loss to Legacy, which was shocked, I think, all of us, 42-13. That was not a.
And it's not. It wasn't so much the loss. It wasn't so much them losing. It was how that game played out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was the more surprising. I mean, now take nothing away from Legacy. I mean, they played a hell of a football game, but just the way that thing and how lopsided that game was more of the shocker to me.
Yeah, 42-13. I mean, they're down 28-6 at halftime, and they gave up a ton of yards to Yusuf Jaman. We know they had 130 yards and 3 TDs to him, so we know that kid's a stud. We got a chance to see him a couple times earlier this year, and including last week against the Demons. And so, but that's a game that I'm sure Coach Wingenbach said, okay, we're going to figure out what we did wrong there. Probably corrected it. Last week had a good week against Whittleston, and now they're going to come back against tonight. While Mandan's not a running football team necessarily, or maybe at all, other than the quarterback, who's their leading rusher right now. But ultimately, it's the D-backs. That's what's going to have to be big for Century tonight.
Well, and then I think you talk about that loss, Chuck, the 42-13, and then the resiliency of Century to come back the next week, and they got to go against the Demons. And boy, at halftime, it looked like she was all but over, and then they come back and win that one 33-20 or 33-29. And so certainly a good bounce-back game. And sometimes you got to wonder, you know, what's the turning point of a team where's the turning point in the season for a team? And I don't know, that may have been it for Century.
Well, it sounds like it may have been the halftime speech against Bismarck High, because they played 6 bad quarters against Legacy in the first 2 against the Demons as they were down 21-0. They came out at halftime, outscored the Demons 26-0 in the third quarter, and then outscored them 33-8 in the second half. Ended up winning 33-29 on a last-minute score for the Patriots, and they played just really, really good football since then. And so it's okay. Whatever that speech was, hopefully for the Patriots, it's in their ear every game the rest of the season.
And Chuck, one guy we've got, our Northern Plain or Heating and Air player to watch. We'll take a look at him from the Century Patriots, Ole Taylor. And boy, I tell you what a season he's had so far. Saw him get that big interception in that game against West Fargo Cheyenne. But he's a guy, Ole Taylor is a guy that really does things for Century, certainly on the defensive side, and certainly makes a big difference on the offensive side of the ball as well.
Well, he's one of those throwback athletes where he's a multiple sport athlete, plays not only football as an all-state football player, but he's a wrestling champ, not just a one-time wrestling, but a 2-time wrestling champ, not to mention losing getting second as a freshman. And then the guy, he's also in track. He throws a shot put in discus, and he plays 6th and 7th in those two. And so here's a kid who plays 3 sports, and he plays them the right way. I think they said something about what's the key to the success for the Patriots. It's only playing 100 snaps a game. You know, remember that was when we interviewed him early in the season.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Ultimately, that's a guy that he is one of those kids that you talk about, a lunch pail kind of guy. He goes out and plays the game like it's meant to be played. He plays hard every single snap, and he is definitely a blessing for Coach Wingenbach and his entire coaching staff.
Well, Mother Nature seems to have cooperated again. It's going to get a little cool, Chuck, but nonetheless, I mean, there's no snow. The wind is probably going to die down a little bit, and from a football player standpoint, probably a pretty damn good night for football here tonight.
Yeah,
huh?
65. It'll be down to about in the low 50s by the end of the game, but that's perfect. You can't beat that from you don't have sun beating on you. Lights will be fine, and obviously playing in that 50 to 60 degree weather will be perfect for making sure your body gets cooled down after every play.
Well, our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more. When we come back, we'll take a look inside the Mandan Braves. Mandan Century right here on the PSP Network. Should be a fun one. Back with more after this time out on the PSP Network.
Red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Now, welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We know you're busy when you visit our service center. We don't waste time. We don't waste our time or yours. Our technicians can typically perform a full oil change service in about 15 minutes. And now we turn our attention, Chuck, to the home team tonight. As we mentioned, you can see the parents lined up on the sideline. It is senior night here at the Starion Sports Complex as the Mandan Braves 4-3 overall, 2-1 in the conference. And when you talk about the Mandan Braves, it all starts with the guy calling the plays, and that'd be the quarterback, Hudson Sheldon.
Yeah, one of the best athletes in the state of North Dakota. Speaking of guys that are 3-sport athletes, not only is he a stud in football, an all-state kid, but he's an all-state guy in basketball, averaging over 20 points a game. The guy runs track. I mean, 300 hurdles, state qualifier in that, long jump, triple jump, stuff like that. And, oh, by the way, not a bad baseball player, too. He's a 2-time all-state baseball guy. So whoever gets Hudson Sheldon after this year is going to get a kid who's a heck of an athlete and just a great leader. We've interviewed him multiple times in football and basketball, and the beauty about these kids nowadays is so well spoken, and he says the right things. He knows who to compliment. He's obviously his uncle. He's got a great relationship with his Uncle Todd Sheldon, and just a great relationship with his team. He truly is a leader of this football team. He comes in 83 for 147, as you see on here, and then 1,412 yards in the season, averaging over 200 yards a game, 17 touchdowns. He does have 8 interceptions, so he is prone to go for the big one. I mean, he's kind of your friend Tarkenton. He wears number 10 if you're a Viking fan, so a scrambling man, that's what he's going to do. He runs around and makes so many plays by himself. He's just a true leader and one of the best athletes in the state of North Dakota.
Well, and speaking of that, we got a text message from his father, Scott, and we got to give a shout-out to the legendary coach, Mike Schatz. From the New England area. Apparently he's the one that taught the Sheldon boys how to throw a football, and I'm sure Hudson might have been part of it. But he couldn't make the game tonight due to a rotator cuff injury, and he had to sit back and watch it on the PSP network. So, Coach, sit back, enjoy this one. It should be a fun one as you see Hudson Sheldon there and Noah Herr as well in that top three. So, some pretty good quarterbacks right there. And, Chuck, we take a look real quick, too. Now, we look at those rushing leaders, and you talked about him. Jairus Burkhardt, he's been out since that legacy game, but it sounds to me like he might get a little bit of run tonight. But pretty good group of guys in that mighty backs category here on the PSP network.
Well, there's Griffin Broderick, the guy who ran all over Mandan last week, and then obviously we talked about Jama, who ran all over Century. So those two guys are 1 and 2, and Burkhardt hasn't even played the last 2 games. So ultimately, Burkhardt sitting number 3 in terms of averaging over 112 yards a game. And boy, the guy who's not on there, who's sitting number 8, is his backup, is Jairus Burkhardt's backup, Carter Wilding, and he has had a heck of a season where he's got the last 2 games over 100 yards rushing for him and 4 TDs. He's just had a guy to step up and replace Jairus Burkhardt. Now, he's a different runner. He's 150 pounds, not the same type of runner that Burkhardt is, but having those 2 guys potentially in the field, Mandan, look out. If you thought the one guy with Broderick was trouble, you're going to get the kind of thunder and lightning type guys tonight, and so that's going to be a big key to the game.
Yeah, Chuck, and real quick, we'll take a look at the numbers between those 2 teams, and when you look at where the points for, points against, pretty even there. But there's a quick look inside the numbers. We've talked a little bit about that already. But 2 pretty evenly matched football teams here tonight trying to pick up another West Region Conference win tonight.
Yeah, it's crazy how we mentioned Bismarck, Mandan, Century, and Legacy, how close these teams are in statistics. And that showed it right there where you've got Mandan and Century both averaging just almost 29.5 points a game and both giving up about 23. So from a statistic-wise, so very close. Same thing goes for Bismarck and Legacy. As Bismarck averages 31, Legacy averages 30. So these teams, it's just been fun for us to be able to, from a local perspective here in Bismarck-Mandan, to get a chance to do these games, whether it's Bismarck and Legacy last week and Century earlier playing against Legacy, against Bismarck the week before that. And now this week we got both or 3 of the Bismarck teams on again with Mandan, Century, and Legacy on the other PSP channel with Nick Holberg having the call.
Yeah, as we take a look at our schedule this week, as you said, Chuck, we got a 2-pack for you tonight. Century and Mandan, we'll have that for you. Legacy, Minot High and Legacy. Also tomorrow, there'll be some Class A football. DLB is at Velvet Drink Animus Garrison. And then Saturday, we start the high school playoffs, and we started with the 9-man as we will be down in New England. South Border will travel to take on Hettinger County. That'll be a 2:30 Central Time kick, 1:30 Mountain Time. So here we go as the playoffs are looming in the near future, and that near future is Saturday.
Yeah, buckle up. I'm sad I don't get a chance to go down with you guys. It's going to be a big rematch, I think, of last year's quarterfinals, right, with South Border ended up winning that game. And so it's going to be a big battle. You and TD have the call, and I'll be listening to you Saturday morning, buddy.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun down in New England for that 9-man football game. We'll take another timeout as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more from the Starion Sports Complex.
I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Well, there's the national anthem.
The starting lineups.
The Mandan band the night off as Mandan High won the toss. They elected to defer. And so the Century Patriots will go on offense to start this one here tonight. Let's take a look at that starting offense of Unit 4 Century. Up front at center will be Cashin Klein, 6'3", 245 and a junior. The right guard will be Brody Gerhardt, 6', 225 and a senior. The left guard will be Ole Taylor, 6', 215 and a senior. At the right tackle will be Peyton Sile, 6'5", 280 and a sophomore. The left tackle will be Xander Klein, 6'2", 215 and a senior. At tight end will be Joey Kralik, 6'3", 230 and a junior. The split end will be Coulter Simon. He's 6'4", 195 and a senior. The flanker will be Xavier Haroldstead. He's 6'3", 185 and a junior. At the tailback spot, or at the fullback spot will be Braden Morris. He's 5'10", 195 and a junior. And the tailback will be Carter Wild, 5'11", 150 and a sophomore. And running the show for the Patriots offensively, it will be Noah Herr. He's your quarterback, 6', 175 and a junior. The head coach in his 35th year at the helm is Ron Wingenbach. And the Mandan Braves, well, they will go on defense tonight, and tonight is senior night. They will start a majority of their seniors here tonight. Let's take a look at the starting defensive side. Nose tackle will be Leighton Gigi. He's 6', 216 a junior. The right tackle, or the tackle, will be Logan Renner, 6', 215 and a senior. At one end will be Tayton Gigi. He's 6', 220 and a junior. And the other end will be Austin Bay, 6'2", 205 and a senior. At one linebacker will be Brody Savageau, 5'10", 185 and a senior. The other linebacker will be Trey Mildenberger, 6'3", 200 and a sophomore. At another linebacker will be Doug Sheldon, 6'2", 195 and a senior, and Caden Ritz, 6', 180 and a senior. At one corner will be Jensen Schultz, 6', 195 and a senior, and the other corner will be Ian Buttman. He is 6', 170 and a senior, and the free safety will be Tristan Ulmer. He's 6'3", 205 and a senior. The head coach in his 13th year is Todd Sheldon. So Mandan and Century coming up here as they introduce the parents of all the seniors here tonight from the Starion Sports Complex. And Chuck, while we got some time, why don't we take a look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game tonight. And Chuck, there for Mandan, we've got run defense as our key for the Mandan Braves defensively.
Yeah, we've kind of touched on it a bunch in the pregame that ultimately last week Minot just rolled over them. They dominated them defensively, or excuse me, offensively in the line of scrimmage. Ran one guy alone. Broderick ran for over 220 yards, had 3 touchdowns. Kellen Burke from Minot had a great game too. He had a number of yards and a couple touchdowns. So bottom line, it's going to come down to Mandan. They have got to step up. They've got to stop Carter Wiley. They got to stop Jarris Burkhardt. Braden Morris has been playing very well for him too from the fullback side. They've got to contain that offensive juggernaut of the rushing game of the Century Patriots.
Well, and then you mentioned the word, Chuck, under Century, we've got the word containment. And when we talk about containment, that involves number 10. As we know, I tell people this story. I think it was the Shanley game where I saw him literally run 62 yards, and he picked up 2.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you are going to have a spy. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have your defensive ends, your linebackers, your outside linebackers. They're going to have responsibility saying you got to keep them in that pocket. And if you do flush them out of the pocket, you got to have somebody underneath, whether you're inside linebackers or a strong safety or somebody who's got a key on them. Because, it's kind of like you know he's going to get something, right? He's going to get a play, and you can't get frustrated. He's going to run around. He's going to do something crazy because he's that kind of athlete. But you got to contain his numbers. You got to limit him to how much damage he's going to do to your football team.
Yeah, he can be one that can certainly make things happen here for the Mandan Braves as they continue to introduce the seniors on the field. We'll take our final timeout on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. When we come back, the opening kick, Century, Mandan, next, right here on the PSP Network.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged, the stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex. A beautiful night here over in Mandan as we get ready to go. Century in their road whites. Navy numbers trimmed in red, and Mandan in their home blacks. Back to receive for Century. That is Wyatt Nelson, and he's back there with Marshall Arndt as they stand up at the 5. And getting ready to tee it up will be Thomas Catalano for the Mandan Braves as we are about ready to go here tonight. Senior night, big one here tonight in Mandan. We're about ready to go as Catalano gets the football from the official, puts it on the tee.
Well, if you can't get up for a game like this one,
oh boy,
you don't have the right
mentality
in your veins, that's for sure.
And there's the whistle as Catalano, the boot, meets the ball, and we are underway. And it's going to be Nelson on the return. He's at the 10, 15, 20, breaks 25. Oh, and he's blown up there at the 27-yard line, and that's where Century will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, and right away we've got an injured Brave, and that is Casper Holcup.
And he was getting the start on the offensive side, Scott, where he came down. He's one of those guys busting his butt getting down first, and a guy came from the side and went down low against the returner for Century and ended up basically taking out the left leg of Holcup. So he's down on the field right now, and oh man, let's hope that.
And a classy move by the Century Patriots as they all take a knee as they tend to Holcup. And as they do that, let's take a First International Bank of Trust timeout. We'll be back with more from the Starion Sports Complex.
To this. With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
To fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Yeah, welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex. They tend to Casper Holcup as First International Bank and Trust, full-service family-owned independent community bank built on bond between our employees and customers, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at fibt.com. And not what you wanted to see if you are head coach Todd Sheldon. As you said, Chuck, they had Holcup in there at a starting tight end position, so we'll see how that's going to affect him. Well, certainly going to affect his depth, but we'll see what they decide to do, what they're going to do on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and it's you know, that Mandan plays a lot of kids. They rotate a lot of guys in and out when you're playing, when you're throwing the ball as much as they do. I mean, you know, bottom line is you got to rotate your receivers in and out, and they're bringing the cart from the side now to help them up and get them on it. So you hate to see that, and obviously our thoughts are with this kid that hopefully it's nothing that's too serious, but they're going to probably immobilize it and get him up and get him checked out right away. So it surely puts a tough start to the game. And you talk about injuries, Mandan already lost 2 weeks ago. They lost Brody Skolsky, and there's a chance that he might be lost for the year too with a potential knee injury. He's not playing tonight either for Mandan. Replacing Skolsky is Nun Pakirki, so you got him coming in at tailback, replacing a guy that was in the top 10 in rushing in the Western North Dakota in Skolsky. So you're basically losing 2 starters on offense, and you know, a lot of times it's hard to recover from that. But I know coaches, you take a look at, you think of the Lions, one of their best players, Hutchinson, goes out this week, and I love how their coach was saying, hey, I'm here with you, buddy. You're our heart and soul. You're one of our captains. I'm here with you. But he said, you know what? It's next man up. Somebody's going to have to step in and fill it, and we're going to be there right next to us, holding his hand through surgery and doing everything we can to support him. But recognizing right now somebody's going to have to step in and fill the shoes of this kid.
And boy, I tell you, you hate to start a football game this way. And again, our thoughts and prayers go out to this young man here tonight. As
you talk about the National Football League, there's a reason they've changed the kickoff. Because you got guys basically sprinting 40 yards downfield, and you're having collisions, and whether that happened on this one or not. But ultimately, that kickoff, when you look at the injuries in the NFL for sure, and they have obviously huge statistics to kind of show it, saying when are they happening, what time of the game, what offense, defense, special teams, kickoffs. And so then the National Football League they've changed it tremendously, where you basically have guys lined up 10 yards apart, and they wait till the guy catches the football, and then they go at it. So you're not running 50 yards downfield. And you think of this, the ball's kicked off at the 35, the guy gets it at the 5-yard line, and now you got guys, one group running 50 yards, the other guys are going 20 yards, and they're having some collisions. And so and I'm not advocating saying you should change things, but I'm telling you that ultimately you're doing things to support the kids, whether it's injuries. How do you change the injuries? Is it from equipment? Do you get better helmets? Do you get better shoulder pads? Do you get better pads? Do you get better knee sleeves or knee something that supports you all along? And football is it's a scary sport.
Yeah, it certainly is. As they continue to tend to Casper on the field, we'll take another timeout here on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
In your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Priceless memories. Learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go. The team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Yeah, welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex. Not the start that we wanted to have to this one as they continue to tend to Casper Holcup on the field, as taking all the necessary precautions that they need to take. And I know we've got some games underway thus far across the state. And Chuck, what do you got so far going on?
Yeah, we got St. Mary's playing Watford City. Started the second period already there, where St. Mary's leads Watford City 14-6. That was a 6 o'clock Central Time start, so they're a little ahead of schedule. Just underway is that big game of Red River and Horse that we talked about. That's just underway. It's actually about 1 minute left in the first. It's still knotted at 0. No scores there. On the AAA side, I just kind of pulled up the PSP side of things to check that Minot Legacy game, and Minot had like first and goal inside, obviously, the 10-yard line. And so Minot is driving in their first possession of the game already in that football game. So we'll keep an update on that one to see where things go right there as Minot looks to get in the board early. And a matter of fact, they just did. They just scored a touchdown pass thrown from Kellen Burke. So Minot leads it early, 6-0 with on their first possession of the game.
Yeah, and not a good sign, too, as the EMTs come out on the field with the stretchers. So,
and you know, one of the things that, like you said, Scott, hey, you want to take your time and you want to make sure that these kids are getting loose as they're watching, but bottom line is they got that immobilizer on them. You want to make sure nothing else happens, whether you know what the damage is or you're surely minimizing any future or prospective damage. And so kudos goes to those people that are coming out there, whether it's the I don't kind of know if it's Sanford.
Well, I think you've got both medical staffs out there. You've got Sentries out there. You've got Mandans out there, and it looked like there was a doctor that was on the sideline as well. He's out there too, and so certainly, we want to.
There you got the Metro.
Yeah, our thoughts are with Casper and his family. As we certainly hope that.
Well, you got the best of care taking care of the young man right there, and they're just getting him up now as they're getting him on as you see there, they're getting him on that gurney, going to pull him over the stretcher. They're going to get him pulled out there and make sure everything's okay with him, and then they'll kind of get things going. So I see Sheldon there getting loosened on the sidelines as well. He recognizes how big a game this is for him, and
Casper only a junior, so certainly
gets a standing ovation. The crowd's already up and standing, and all the kids have already been over there checking in on him. The Coach Todd Sheldon's right there next to him.
Yep, as they continue to finish up there, we'll take another quick timeout as you're listening to West Region football right here on the PSP Network.
Priceless memories. Learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go. The team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Well, there you see the Mandan Braves showing their support for their junior here tonight, and I think now we're about ready to go as we certainly, again, we hope things turn out okay for that young man, and he'll get another opportunity to put on the Mandan Braves football jersey as Century comes out after that delay, and we're ready to go as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 27. Carter Wild, well, he dots the I in the backfield for the Century Patriots. Here goes under center, twin receiver split left. They hand off. Wild coming left, boots a tackle 30, cuts inside, now back to the outside. And Wild is out across the 30 down to the 33-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down for Century.
Yeah, he busted outside, and he shows that quickness. Good job blocking by the left side of the offense for the Patriots. Klein and Ole Taylor, they went strong side. Kralik was a tight end.
Gil Sheldon brings the play in from the sidelines, and head coach Ron Wingebach here on 2nd down. Her on 2nd and 5. They hand off. Wild going to the right side. Ducks under a tackle. Dives across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. Goes Carter Wild. Brody Savaggio on the stop there for the Mandan Braves.
Well, he just hits that hole so quick, Scott. This time he went over the right side and got down low and kind of rooted himself underneath a couple defenders, still able to pick up a couple yards.
And bringing the play in for Century, that is going to be Jalen Tarp. As now they're going to go out of the power I are the Patriots. Wild, he dots that I on 3rd and short. Wild going right, trying to get to the end, turns inside. He's got the 1st down and more as he's still on his feet across the 40 and brought down at the 41-yard line is Carter Wild. And Mandan.
They're saying there was a fumble. We'll see if the officials say the ball was down or not. He's saying, well, he's coming over asking for some help. The other officials coming in and saying it is a fumble, Scott.
Oh, wow.
As Wild was trying to get some extra yardage after he got the 1st down. And bottom line, he lost the football. Mandan recovered it. Could not get the number, but what a change of events as you go from a 1st down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Well, it's a 1st and 10, but it's not a 1st and 10 for Century. It's a 1st and 10 for Mandan.
So here comes the Mandan Braves as they're going to have it in Century territory. 1st and 10 from their own 42 as Sheldon. He's going to work out of the shotgun. Receivers split. Now they motion. Sheldon left to right. Hudson back to pass, looking left under pressure. He gets out of the pocket. Now he turns it upfield. He's on the move, 35. And he's going to be ridden down there at the 33. Tristan Pope makes a stop, and there we see the elusiveness of Hudson Sheldon. That'll be enough for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Century 32.
Yeah, I think gave it to him. He's right at the 32-yard line, so a 10-yard pickup for Hudson Sheldon. Not only does he throw the football, Scott, he's rushed for over 314 yards and 7 touchdowns.
1st and 10 now they go out of the pistol. Here's Sheldon. He's got twin receivers left, single receiver to the right. Sheldon barks out the signals. Hands off over the right side, and that's going to be Kirky on the carry. And Landry Wesson makes a stop there as Kirky picks up a yard for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, Kirky's had a couple solid games. He filled in after in that legacy game when Skalski got hurt. He had 7 carries for 28 yards. Last week against Minot, had 6 for 42. So he's a guy that we talked about to somebody about him earlier today. He's 6 foot 186. He is a load.
2nd down and 9 now as they go twin receivers to the left. Now they motion. That's Sheldon left to right. Now Hudson back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He throws it out in the flat. It's going to be, I believe, deflected. There was that Tarp, I believe, got the deflection, Chuck, and so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 now for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, they're going to bring guys. They're going to try to put pressure on Hudson Sheldon and force him to get rid of the football early. Pressure inside as well as pressure on the outside, and good job by Jalen Tarp, the 6'1 senior, got his hands up in the air, was able to tip it away as Sheldon was backpedaling, throwing that one away.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Braves. Ball spotted on the Century 31-yard line. Sheldon goes out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Slot to his left as well. Now they motion the slot back. Sheldon back to pass, looking left, looking. He's going to throw it up for grabs. He's got a man out there. Jensen Schultz caught, and out of bounds is Schultz at the 4-yard line, and Sheldon just threw it up, and Schultz comes down with it.
Yeah, Jensen Schultz, the number 2 receiver in the West region. He was lined up on the outside. As you see here in the replay, he went up, kind of faked inside, or excuse me, a little wheel route. He went upfield, and just Sheldon on his back foot again, just threw it up in the air, and the Century defender, Coulter Simon, was backpedaling, and great job of Jensen Schultz keeping his eye on the football, pulling it in, and getting pushed out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Mandan in the Serve Pro red zone as they have it 1st and goal to go from the 3. They spread them out. Now they motion Schultz from left to right. Here's Sheldon. Looking, he's going to keep it. He's Sheldon to the pylon, and he's going to be run out of bounds quickly. Coming up there was Jordan Kellogg to make the stop, and I may have got a yard, but good pursuit there by Kellogg.
Yeah, they tried to double team the outside end for the Patriots and let Sheldon just do a naked bootleg around the outside, and it looked for a second like he might have had an opportunity to get the pylon, and Jordan Kellogg, a very athletic cornerback, came flying up and just laid the wood to Hudson Sheldon and knocked him out of bounds.
Trinity Anderson brings the play in from the sideline on 2nd and goal to go from the 2 in the Serve Pro red zone. Here's Sheldon, same formation. Now Century, they got to get set defensively. Now Anderson goes in motion right to left. Sheldon back to pass, looks out in the flat. He finds Anderson caught, and he's going to be denied. And that was Tristan Pope making the stop. So it's going to be 3rd and goal to go, and they're going to spot it at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Trinity Anderson, a great story, as he wasn't even going to play football necessarily. He was in junior hockey last year, came back to Mandan after he didn't make the juniors, and here's a kid that a great hockey player, got a chance to step in the field and just couldn't get inside on that. He was in motion. He's the guy who got the football, but good tackle by Tristan Pope.
Sheldon out of the shotgun on 3rd and goal to go from the 1. Schultz goes in motion. Now Sheldon rolling to his right, finds it, turns upfield. I don't think he got it.
Yeah, I think
he is. He's in. Sheldon in from 1 yard out, and the Mandan Braves take the early lead.
Yeah, he just took the snap and waited for his fullback to kind of go in front of him and read the play. Where was the play? He also had a guy coming down to make an extra block for him, and he leaned in, actually pushed one of his linemen, Leighton Giggy, pushed him from behind, just barely got the football in.
And now Catalano on to attempt the extra point out of the hole to Sheldon. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick, he missed it as wide left. So 9:03 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 6, Century 0, back after this timeout on the PSP Network. Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years.
That drive started in the 42-yard line after the fumble by Wild after he got that first down. And then 7 plays later, Mandan pushes it in. 42 yards, 1 minute and 32 seconds.
Catalano with the kick. That's Coulter Simon on the return, 25-30, and he's going to be brought down there as Simon gets it out to the, they're going to spot it at the 34. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Presswitch Orthodontics. Presswitch Orthodontics specializes in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at mybraces.com. So here come the Century Patriots after that turnover. They trail 6-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. I backfield behind quarterback Noah Herr. Herr hands off, and I believe that's Burkhardt who's in there now. Burkhardt goes over that right side across the 35.
Well, Century sure loves having him back in the football game. He is just an absolute load, Scott. 5'10", 195, runs so hard to bring down. So strong this kid is. Had 560 yards and 6 touchdowns before he went down against Legacy.
Her now on 2nd down and 8 after that 2-yard gain by Burkhardt. I backfield behind. Her, they give it to Burkhardt over the right side, and Burkhardt may have gotten a yard on that out to the 36-yard line. And Kirky makes a stop there for the Mandan Braves. So it'll be 3rd down. And we're going to call it 7 to go for the Patriots. 8 minutes to go, opening quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 6-0, Mandan leads as Century now comes out on 3rd and 7. They go receivers left and right, slot to the right side as well. Out of the shotgun goes Noah Herr. Back to pass, looking. He's flush, steps up. He's got room. He's on the move at the 40, spins and brought down right there at the 39. Kirky again with the stop there. And they're going to spot it at the 40-yard line. So we'll see what Ron Wingebach elects to do here on 3rd down and 3. And Century's going to punt the football away.
Yeah, good pressure by Mandan from the outside. Forced Noah Herr, who's got some speed himself. He busted up field, but great job by the linebacker. Nunpa Kirky was able to make that solo tackle midfielder about the 40-yard line, stop him about 3 yards short of that 1st down.
Alex Peterson to punt it away. Jensen Schultz, he awaits it at his 20-yard line. Oh, a high snap, and a good job there by Peterson getting it and got the kick away, and it's going to take a Mandan bounce, and it's going to be down at the 37-yard line. So Mandan will get some good field position again as they'll start at 1st and 10. BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. We'll make manage your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank.
Just a 23-yard punt, Scott, but boy, it could have been, I mean, that was a heck of a grab.
Yeah, it was.
The kicker went, was it Peterson?
Yep, Peterson.
He went way up in the air to bring that one in and bring it down.
So here come the Mandan Braves from their own 38-yard line. They lead 6-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon sends 2 receivers left, single receiver to the short side of the field, and he works out of the shotgun, does Hudson Sheldon. Now Doug Sheldon motions, now Hudson back to pass, looking across, steps up, and he was almost wrapped up, and he got out of it. Now he goes backwards again, 40, and boy, he made something out of nothing there as he was wrapped up in the backfield.
Now there was a flag late, and the officials threw a flag on the sidelines after the play was over. We'll see what happens here. What a great job of Sheldon to get out of the hands of Darian Bitts, and then he rolls out and still doesn't go down. Backtracks, as you mentioned, Scott, and finally brought down by Tristan Pope and swung out of bounds, but that just shows that's the guy we're talking about, man. He's just so hard to bring down.
So it
had to happen behind the play because the official, who was all the way on this side of the line, he was thrown out of bounds on the opposite out of bounds line, and it had to be somebody in the backfield that did something because that's where the official was looking.
Leighton Gigi had to go off the field as his helmet was off, so it was Gigi and Schweigert that must have got into a little extracurricular activity, and Schweigert got caught. And so now that puts Mandan into Century territory, 1st down and 10 from the Century 42-yard line. Sheldon, they motion Trinity Anderson out of the backfield. They give it to him in the flat, and he comes up, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, and right there to cover him up was Tristan Pope for the Patriots. So they'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for Mandan.
Well, you can see already what Coach Sheldon thinks about this Trinity Anderson is they're going right at him twice, once down at the goal line there, and now they're going to him early in this second possession.
2nd down and 10 now for the Braves. Ball spotted on the 42-yard line, 6:19 left to go here in the opening quarter of play from the Starion Sports Complex. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP network. As Sheldon again out of the shotgun. Now they motion Trinity Anderson once again. Sheldon back to pass. Here comes pressure from the backside. Sheldon all the way back at the 45. Finds room. Finds a man. Caught at the 30-yard line on the reception there for Mandan. That was Kavion Lanier, and Sheldon again making things happen in Lanier. A sliding catch and a first down for the Mandan Braves.
Well, Darian Bitts got to break down because he has got into the backfield a couple times from that stud end position for the Patriots, and this time Sheldon just gives him the whoop and kind of busts around the other, spins around and goes to the outside, and then great job by his receiver, Lanier, coming back for the ball, and then Sheldon just hit him perfectly.
You dropped a little Chris Berman in there on me, didn't you, huh? Wow, okay. Okay, here we go. First down and 10 now for the Braves. Twin receivers right, Twins left. Sheldon looking right, throws quickly, caught, turning upfield. Nifty move there by Ulmer. And Ulmer with a nifty juke move. And he's going to be brought down at the 16-yard line as we see that on a Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Well, Ulmer's one of those guys. He's a great athlete, lines up right on the numbers there, just takes a good little 5-yard stop. All kinds of room there. Then he eludes one tackler, Marshall Arndt.
Here's Sheldon on the move. Sheldon into the end zone from 17 yards out. A quick snap there and tack on 6 more for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, see if we got that as Mandan went for a quick count, as you said. Kind of even beat us as we were in that replay mode. And bottom line is he got the snap. He rolled around to his left side, and Century was not ready. Well, we weren't ready.
We weren't ready. Century wasn't ready.
I just looked up, and all of a sudden he's running untouched into the end zone. So big drive right here for Mandan. They go 62 yards.
Catalano on to attempt the extra point as he missed the first one. Out of the hole to Hudson Sheldon. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:25 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 13, Century 0. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Jack Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, Hudson Sheldon with 2 touchdown runs here in this opening quarter, and Mandan leads it 13-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
62 yards, as we mentioned, a minute 27, just 4 plays. Some big ones in that drive where they had the big run by Hudson Sheldon, as well as that nice pass internally, a 17-yard or 14-yard reception.
Catalano just a bouncing kick and looks loose.
I think Mandan
it's loose, and Mandan's pointing in their direction. We'll see as they unpile, and Mandan's got the football again. Oh boy!
28 for Mandan comes up with his, Scott, and that is DeAndre Bryant with the recovery as the ball was just kind of squibbed down the left sideline, and Century, a guy was right there to potentially haul it in, and he couldn't. He muffed it. This has been all Mandan right now.
Boy, and I'll tell you, the whole football game has been played on this south end of the field thus far, and now Mandan back at it again as they have it 1st and 10 from the Century 27-yard line. As Sheldon sends Twins left, Twins right. Out of the shotgun goes Hudson. Sheldon calls a play now. He throws a quick pass, and it's going to be incomplete, as I'm not sure. That just didn't look like. I
don't think they changed the call at the line of scrimmage or what, because it was a late. It looked like he adjusted after he saw where the defense was. He tried to get it out to Trinity Anderson and the short side of the field, and they just couldn't come up with it.
So the pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Mandan Braves. They lead 13-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 5:18 left to go, opening quarter play here. Sheldon sets same formation. Out of the shotgun, Hudson back to pass, looking left, running right, on the move. trying to get out of and he just throws it. Oh, wide open Schultz, 20-15, 10 to the 5, touchdown Jensen Schultz. Oh, what a play there by Hudson Sheldon, and a breakdown in the secondary for the Patriots.
Sheldon just keeps the play alive. He rolls out to his right, fakes a throw downfield. One of the Century defenders got a hold of him, and right as he was falling down to his back, he saw a wide open Jensen Schultz, who had came back for the football. Nobody was around him, and he ran untouched into the left corner of the end zone.
So the Mandan Braves have run off 19 straight here to start this football game, and looking to make it 20 right here. As the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:06 to go, opening quarter of play. It's Mandan 20, Century 0, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
In a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by the folks at Minot State University. Best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Well, it is all Mandan to start this one right now with 5:06 to go. They lead 20-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. And another one, another onside kick. The ball's still loose. And who's got it as they scrum for it on the far sideline.
Century came up with it, Scott. See on the bottom of the pile for the Patriots who was on it. I couldn't see if that was Darian Bitts or not, but Coach Sheldon's pulling out all the stops early on here.
Well, as now Century, that's going to be their best starting field position here in this opening. They're going to start 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Sheldon already 5 for 7, 81 yards. 2 touchdowns running and a touchdown throwing.
So here comes Noah Herr as he works out of the shotgun. He's got twins left, single back. Yeah, that is Carter Wild. Handoff, Wild going to his right, turns upfield. He's at the midfield. He's into Mandan territory and ridden out of bounds there at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Carter Wild, he's got that elusivity, you know, those hips, and he's quick. Kind of does that, gets to the right side of the end, or his blockers, and then just busts it to the outside, stayed in bounds, got some extra yards, all the way down to that 43-yard line. So big play in the second first down for the Patriots.
1st and 10 now for Century from the Mandan 43-yard line. Noah Herr, he's going to keep it, goes right, now angles back left, and he's going to be brought down for loss back at the 45-yard line. And coming out of there, giving him the old flex, that was Austin Bay.
Well, he was one of 3 guys, but Austin Bay, since he got the flex, we talk about him, but they also had Doug Sheldon was right there around him as well. So good quick move by Austin Bay, that right defensive end.
So that'll be a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11 now for Century from the Mandan 44-yard line. They go 2 receivers left, single receiver right to the Patriots. Herr back to pass, looking left, throws it underneath. He's got a man, and it's caught by Kralik at the 31, and he's ripped down at the 30 as the tight end, Joey Kralik.
They gave him time as he stepped. He dropped back in the middle of that, and wanted to give the left tackle credit, Scott, because he pushed the defensive end around the outside. Got a great throw by Herr to Kralik. Just Kralik's 8th catch of the year, but it was a big one, a first down there.
1st and 10 now for Century from the Mandan 30. Noah Herr out of the shotgun. They hand off Burkhart straight up the middle, and Burkhart gets a couple as he's going to be brought down at the 27-yard line. Doug Sheldon on the stop for the Braves, so it'll be a gain of 3 to be 2nd and 7.
Well, how about that moon tonight, guys? If John, you can get a shot of that on the northeast corner above the field, just kind of looks like we're kind of in that King Kong spot. Oh, it doesn't come in as clear as you are if you're local here as they're bringing it in. Just a beautiful night tonight. They can't quite get it, but man, if you're sitting here, it's just a gorgeous setting right here at Mandan.
2nd down and 7 now for the Century Patriots. Here's her. He's rolling to his right. He's got blockers. He's going to keep it and turns upfield, and I think he got enough for the first down. Caden Ritz ran him out of bounds. It appears that he did, and he has gotten himself into the Serve Pro red zone. Nope, they're going to say he's short. Nope, it'll be a first down.
Student body right. He just fouled his blockers to the short side of the field and just got enough to get that nose of the football over the 20-yard line to pick up 7 yards and a first down.
24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water Cleveland restoration. It's Serve Pro. 1st and 10 now for Century from the Mandan 20. Mandan showing blitz, hands off Burkhardt, goes right, now cuts back left, and he's going to get a couple. They'll give him 3, nope, they're going to give him 2 as he's going to be down to the 19. They spotted it at the 21-yard line.
The 2 leading tacklers on this football team, Austin Bay and Doug Sheldon. We've called their name a lot tonight. They were in on that tackle again.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 now for Century from the Mandan 18-yard line. Century trails 20-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. High snap, Hurt hands off, Wild going right. Wild cuts back inside, slips a tackle, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Hey, one thing to note, too, on that play, good play, a toss play, pulled both guards. Ole Taylor was one of them, and that strong guard, hey, let's talk about a guy for the Patriots that are getting some playing time now. He's missed a bunch of the season, and Braxton Dahl, he was out for a while, and now he's back in, and he was helping leading the charge on that play.
So it'll be 1st and goal to go from the 9 for the Patriots.
You can see why they like this kid, Carter Wild.
Yep, as Wild in there, he dots. Nope, he doesn't. He stands alongside her out of shotgun. Her keeps it, goes right, cuts back inside, and Her fights his way down to the 5. May have got to the 4-yard line, didn't know Her.
He's going to push the pile forward. That direct snap to the quarterback went off the right side, followed Dahl and Peyton Seil. Got a good push, got some push from the guys from behind, got inside the 5-yard line. I'd like those pick up a 5 on that 1st and goal from the 9.
So 2nd down and goal to go now from the 4-yard line for Century.
Well, you talk about something that was needed right here for the Patriots.
Oh, yep, and a good drive. They got a good drive going, as you said. So 2nd and goal to go from the 4. Now Burkhardt lined up behind Her. Now he steps off to his left. Handoff, Burkhardt straight over the right side. Burkhardt fighting, and he's going to get down to about the 2. So it'll be 3rd and goal to go from the 2-yard line.
Tackle for Mandan was Tayton Giggy as he came in the goal line situation. He's a defensive end, moves down to tackle on that 6'2 goal line stand. And the quarterback, what he's doing, Scott, is he's adjusting. He's reading where the play is and saying, okay, I want you to go on the left side. He adjusts that back, and then they give him that handoff, and he goes straight ahead. So good drive, but so far, a nice little goal line stand here for Mandan.
3rd down and goal to go from the 2 for Century. This time, Noah Hurd goes under center. Power eye backfield behind him. They hand off. Burkhardt going right, cuts inside. Burkhardt tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown, Century.
Oh, now they got somebody actually threw a punch for Mandan. It looked to me like Kirky was getting blocked by one of the inside guys for number 30. Actually had a great block on him, and he was just kind of holding on to that block, and then I think it was a little left hand, a little extracurricular got in. The official was watching it right there. We'll see if that's going to be the call, but it's a touchdown run. Great run, great huge hole on the right side that just got blown open, Scott, as this drive started on the 45-yard line of the Patriots.
So with just 15 seconds to go in the opening quarter, Century finally gets on the scoreboard on that 2-yard touchdown run by Burkhardt.
Well, they put a hole in the dike. Well, he tell you what, he's lucky he didn't get thrown out.
Yep.
Because it was he had a left-handed swing that I was watching, Scott. I had my binoculars on him, and he's lucky that he didn't get kicked out.
So Peterson on to attempt the extra point for Century.
4 runs by Burkhardt, 2 by Wild, and 3 by Noah Herr on that drive.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 15 seconds to go in the opening quarter of play. Mandan 20, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Time to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clairmont, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clairmont, and McBride.
2-yard touchdown run by Jairus Burkhardt. Extra point was good. Century gets on the board. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. As Century now comes out, and the penalty will move them up we'll move Peterson up. He'll kick it from the 45.
10-play drive, 55 yards, 5 minutes and 10 seconds on that drive. First time Century's had an opportunity to kind of sustain one, as they've had a couple fumbles, or one fumble and a kickoff return, and one on a first down by Wild that fumbled to Mandan.
So Peterson, a driving kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and now Mandan will start again deep in their own territory.
Well, Mandan's 3 for 3 so far in their drives. The Patriots haven't stopped them at all, and it's been largely as a result of number 10. I would say the containment key isn't happening at this point.
No, not right now, as Mandan will start 1st and 10 from their own 20 as Sheldon trots onto the field. And the Braves with their worst starting field position of this opening quarter, as they will have it as Sheldon works out of the pistol. Now he's got 2 receivers left, slot to his right. Sheldon directing traffic up front. Now they motion Trinity Anderson out of that slot. They hand off. Kirky on the carry over the right side. He's across the 25, and he's out near the 30 is Nunpa Kirky on the carry. A big gain there. Give him a gain of 10, so it'll be a first down.
Yeah, Landry Wesson on the tackle, Scotty, just got to the line of scrimmage and hurdled one of the Century defender who was down on the ground, and then just stuck his head down. Got those shoulder pads big, that 186-pound battering ram. Got picked up nice yards, actually a first down.
That's going to end the opening quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 20, Century 7. Back with quarter number 2 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota.
I'll give you a BNC scoreboard update from across in the capital city. Mandan running ramp shot over Legacy. They lead 35-0.
Minot,
yeah. What'd I say?
Mandan, but that's all right.
All right, here we go. First down and 10 now. Sheldon fakes the handoff. The Sheldon off his back foot. He's going to throw it out for Allmer. It's a jump ball. And it's incomplete at the 39-yard line, and on the coverage there was Marshall Arndt as Sheldon Chuck once again throwing off that back foot.
Well, he's recognized as a defense blitzing on him. They don't want to give him time, and he just throws the ball in the air. He trusts his receivers. A 50-50 ball to Ulmer, and Ulmer couldn't pull it in. A good job by the sophomore Marshall Arndt right there to potentially knock it away. 5 of 8 tonight, 81 yards and a touchdown, as we mentioned, for Hudson Sheldon. Throw him another 34 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Not a bad night.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Braves from their own 30-yard line. Sheldon out of the pistol. Sheldon, Kirky on the handoff. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be brought down for no gain there as Peyton Seil, the big fella up front at 6'5", 280, makes a stop for the Patriots, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Mandan Braves.
Well, now they're going to see is, hey, can they, in fact, stop Hudson Sheldon? They haven't yet, and see what type of containment they've got going on here. Is no question he's going to try to roll out of the pocket. So here's most likely going to blitz, Scotty.
Yep, here they go on 3rd and 10 to the Mandan Braves as Sheldon goes in motion. Hudson rolling out to his left, sets, fires across the middle. Oh, and it's going to be incomplete. Coulter Simon coming up, making a big play defensively on Jensen Schultz, and Mandan's going to have to punt the football away.
Well, they brought 3 guys on that blitz up the middle and forced Sheldon to kind of roll out to his left. They had good containment on the outside. He tried to throw across his body, and the ball was on the mark to Jensen Schultz, who was running a deep in, but great job by the free safety, Coulter Simon, coming over and using that inside hand, that left hand, to knock it away.
Deep for Century, number 1, Haroldstead.
Haroldstead back to receive for Century. Ulmer to punt it away as Haroldstead stands at his 31-yard line. Here's Ulmer. And that one's going to be angled towards the sidelines, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that's where Century will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you by Shields. Shields of Minot and Bismarck have every sporting good possible, along with footwear and fashion at Shields.com. Shields is a proud supporter of the PSP network.
Well, it's Century putting their finger in the dike so far right here after they had that 20-0 blitz to start the game. We'll see if Century can have another quality drive.
1st and 10 now from the 28-yard line for Century as I backfield behind quarterback Noah Herr. Handoff. Here's Wild coming right, and he's going to be brought down there is Carter Wild. Savageau. Oh, that was Burkhardt, I stand corrected, as Savageau makes a stop for Mandan.
Savageau getting a start over Skalski, as we mentioned, had that knee injury a couple weeks ago against Legacy, and just a nice job coming across the line of scrimmage and then going right down the line and going low on Burkhardt to bring him down.
They'll give him a gain of 1, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 now for Century. Herr's going to work out of the shotgun. They got 2 receivers left, 2 right. Herr back to pass. Quick throw to the sideline. Caught Simon. Turns upfield. He's got the 1st down and more as he's run out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Jensen Schultz on the stop. Move the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Century.
Yeah, just a quick hitter is lined up in that shotgun formation. Schultz, the defender was way off of him. They just hit him quickly, and was able to turn up field right away. Get all the way out to the 43-yard line, a 14-yard pickup and a 1st down. One thing we talked about, this Coulter Simon, Scott, he's 5th leading receiver in the West region behind Schultz, or excuse me, behind Lucas, Schultz, Ulmer, and then Caden Kraft of Minot.
1st down and 10 now for Century as Mandan shows blitz. Herr. Play action. Herr set, fires. He's going to throw across the middle. He's got Matt Haroldstead caught 30, and he's run out of bounds at the 29-yard line. And that was Kavion Lanier running him out of bounds, and a big play there, a big strike as Haroldstead corrals his 1st catch of the night.
Yeah, Xavier Haroldstead, he's kind of slowly developing into one of those receivers that that coach or that Noah Herr loves to throw to came across the pattern. Had time and just lofted it up. Great job by Harrelson running underneath it and then finally pushed out of bounds.
Century now 1st and 10 from the Mandan 28. Herr under center. Herr hands off Burkhardt going right, cuts back inside, and he's going to be met right there and making the stop there for Mandan. That was Leighton Ressler coming in to make the stop after a gain of, it looks like you're going to give him 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8 now for Century.
That last play, Scott, was 29 yards to Haroldstead, so back-to-back first downs there on those passes, and 3 different receivers have caught a football here for the Patriots.
2nd down and 8 now for Century from the 26. Herr. Handoff coming to the right side. That I didn't.
Burkhardt.
Is that Burkhardt again? And he's across the 25 down to the 23-yard line.
Usually when you see, first off, tackle by Austin Bay, but when you see the big pile up the middle.
Yeah, that's Burkhardt.
Burkhardt,
yeah.
He's the guy inside, and Wild's the guy that's busting it outside.
So now it'll bring up a 3rd and we'll call it 6 to go for Century as they near the Serve Pro red zone. 3rd and 5, they're going to stay up on the score clock. So 3rd and 5, 8:55 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 27 Mandan leads. Century on the move. Herr rolling to his left, student body left. He's going to keep it, turns it upfield, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Short of the first down is Noah Herr. And this is definite 4-down territory, Chuck, for Ron Wingenbach. DJ.
Yep, go ahead.
DJ Trevino on the stop there.
Yeah, I like that they ran the same action as a toss play, but no toss. Quarterback just kept it, and loved how Mandan just stayed on the line of scrimmage, kept their hands free, pushed the offensive line backwards, and then allowed DJ Trevino to make a big stick.
Oh, they're going to say it was, so it's 4th and 4 now for Century. Mandan faithful on their feet. Herr back to pass, straight drop, looks sideline, caught and out of bounds. Coulter Simon, and he's got enough for the first down, and they are inside the Serve Pro red zone of the Century Patriots.
I mean, it's 4th and 4. You got a feeling they're going to go to the sticks, and they had the Mandan defender way off them on that 2-deep zone, and Simon just got past the first down. He set, and the quarterback had the ball right on the numbers.
So now Century has it, 1st and 10 from the 17 of the Mandan Braves. They trail 27 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here comes Noah Herr. Twins right, single receiver left. Burkhardt straight up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up from the backside by Logan Renner of the Mandan Braves. And they're going to give him a gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
And that's one thing that, so many times when you're trying as a backside guard or backside tackle, you're trying to fill in with the guy in front of you because you're saying, hey, the ball's supposed to run to the opposite side. But great job by Logan Renner, putting his hands down, pushing the would-be cut block out of the way and getting right there and pulling down the runner.
So 2nd down and 9 now for Century. Ball spotted on the 16-yard line. They motion. Harold said on the jet sweep, they give it to him. He's trying to get to the edge. He turns the corner, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 14-yard line on that jet sweep there by the Patriots. DJ Trevino once again running them out of bounds, and it'll be a 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 7 to go for Century.
Well, DJ Trevino, he's running kind of sideline to sideline tonight. He's made some big plays. That one was able to push the Patriot out of bounds.
And we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout. 7:57 to go. Opening half of play. Mandan 20, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network. Well, tonight's game, is brought to you in part by The UPS store located at South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store.
Good drive by Century. Started on their own 28-yard line.
Yeah.
Kind of combined the run, the passes. Had some good throws to Haroldstead. Simons picked up a couple.
Got some folks down in Arizona tuning us in.
Who's that?
How about that, huh?
Who's listening? You can't tell me? Is it a secret?
Well, no. He goes by the initials PT. Hurt rolling to his left, and we're going to have a flag, and boy, that came in late.
I mean, I think it must be a motion penalty because it's a pre-snap penalty. Officials came flying in, stopped the play.
Oh, no.
What are they calling? Encroachment. Lined up offside.
Yeah, encroachment on Mandan.
So that'll give the Patriots 5 yards. Get them closer now.
That changes things there.
35 Buff still. Minot High over Legacy. 2 minutes left in that game in the first half on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
So now it goes from a 3rd down and 7 to a 3rd down and 2.
Change the call probably, as a coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got some other options.
So 3rd down and 2 now for Century from the Minot 9-yard line, on the Mandan 9-yard line. Trips to the left side, ball spotted right hash. Here's her. And what are we going to have here now?
I think they got a motion on Taylor. Taylor, the left guard. I think he might have been pulling because he kind of flitched. Yeah, so Ole gave her right back.
Yep, so now we're going to go back 5 more, and we're right back to where we started.
Well, you give it, you take it away.
Back and forth we go. They bring it back and spot it at the 14-yard line. Century goes, trips left. Her goes out of the shotgun. Burkhardt stands alongside him. Her rolling to his left, sets, fires in traffic, and it's going to be incomplete as he had a man underneath and a man over the top.
But the problem was they were about 2 yards apart from each other. I promise you there was supposed to be one guy in the flat, and that's what Coach Winkenbach's probably saying is, okay, I like to hustle, but you got to be one in the flat. One guy's got to be deep. There's got to be at least 5+ yards of separation.
Yeah, and then they had a guy over the top, too. They had Coulter Simon over the top.
So they're going to call, was there a penalty? No, just incomplete pass, sorry.
So here's a 4th down and 7 now for Century. From the Mandan 14-yard line. They trail 27 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Her. Back to pass. He's looking. He's got a man, overthrows. Harold said incomplete, and the Mandan defense holds pat. Caden Ritz on the coverage, and Century turns it over on downs.
Yeah, the Pats just, they had something going right there, and that penalty put them in great position at 3rd and 2, and they get a 5-yard penalty back and just cannot recover 2 consecutive incompletions by Noah Herr after having completed his first 4.
So with 7:44 to go here in the opening half, Mandan leads 27. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Out of the pistol goes Hudson Sheldon. And then now we got, now it'll go to 1st and 5 as that left side got a kickstart, and
I think it was
Ian Schweiger. Yep.
When you go on 1 for the first 4 series, and all of a sudden you go in the 2 count, you get a little settled in on that first snap count, and good change by Coach Sheldon on that one.
Well, Mandan just running away with things over there as they added another one. They lead at 40? Minot running away with things. They lead at 42-0.
Yeah, and Legacy was driving.
On the carry is Kirky.
Yeah, Kirky.
And Kirky's going to pick up a Mandan 1st down as he's all the way out to the 28-yard line for the Braves.
Yeah, I like how he had hard to run off the left side over Volk and Renner. The tight end Mildenberger, who, if you just joined us, Casper Holcup was going to get to start at that tight end spot. Got hurt in the very initial kickoff of the game. They carted him off in wheeled him off with a apparent knee injury, and Mildenberger back in the game.
First and 10 now for Mandan. Ball spotted their own 28-yard line. They lead 27 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon goes in motion now. Anderson steps up. Nope, they throw a little dump pass out in the 35-yard line on the catch there. Kavion Lanier on the catch.
Again, Century giving Mandan some space. They're 10 yards off at the line of scrimmage, and Sheldon's reading it, going, all right, I'm just going to pick the receiver. You're going to be off my guy 10 yards. We're going to act like it's a run. We're going to get the football at the 5-yard mark and let him do some more damage.
Reminder, we'll have our Magic Towing Intermission report coming up here in about 6 minutes and 28 seconds as Mandan has it 2nd down and 1 now from their own 37. Sheldon out of the pistol. Schultz goes in motion left to right. Sheldon hands off. Aldrin on the carry as coming up to make the stop was Landry Wesson for Century.
Well, I just read the play completely. It was a draw play, and Wesson came flying up, hit him right at the line to gain, and you might be able to hear the Century defensive coaches don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't think he got it.
I thought he hit him right at that 38-yard line and spun him backwards, and without even measuring it, they gave him the first down.
Yeah, wow, okay. First and 10 now for Mandan after that Aldrin carry there for a first down. Hudson Sheldon barks out the signals. Straight drop, looking left, finds Lanier, caught 45, and he's ripped down there. Is Kavion Lanier on the stop. That was Jordan Kellogg for Century.
Well, deja vu, to keep an eye on it, this quick snap, how deep Mandan or Century's playing off.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage goes the Mandan Braves. Sheldon. He had somebody open out there. Now Sheldon trying to run with it, and he's going to be brought down from the backside by Darian Bitts.
Tackle made by 66 Bitts.
Yeah, Bitts was able to pull him down.
Well, Sheldon saw something as he was uncovered over there was Tristan Ulmer.
Yeah, Century was adjusting, and again, they were not ready. They barely got it off, but a good adjustment. I think it was Arndt finally got himself out there, and he was able to be in the face of the intended receiver on that outside was Schultz.
So first down and 10 now for Mandan after that Sheldon scramble from the 47-yard line. Sheldon rolling to his right, sets, fires over the top. He's got Schultz, and incomplete for Schultz at the 28-yard line. On the coverage there was Tristan Pope. Also out there was Coulter Simon for Century.
Covered by number 27, Pope.
BNC National Bank, with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Clock stops with 4:48 to go. Now 2nd down and 10 for Mandan. Sheldon works out of the shotgun. Long snap count. Sheldon wanted to throw it in the flat. Now he's running for his life. He sets, throws back across the field, and he's going to throw to him. He's got a man out there. He overthrows Tristan Ulmer as Sheldon fired that one a long ways. And Ulmer was in double coverage deep in Century territory.
Sheldon is over talking to his receivers, saying, like, you got to stay in the. Usually these guys are staying in the pattern, as he's just so elusive you can't bring him down. And then he showed his arm strength, basically throwing flat-footed from the 35-yard line. The ball went all the way in the air, almost hit the 10-yard line on the other side.
3rd down and 10 now for Mandan. Ball spotted, their own 46-yard line. Sheldon goes in motion. Hudson back to pass. Oh, and Kavion Lanier drops it at the 35-yard line on the quick hitter. Kellogg on the coverage for Century, and we'll see what Mandan elects to do here with 4:37 to go in the opening half.
Well, they're just beating them with that quick hitter, and this time Kellogg was there. Lanier tried to run before he caught it and bounced right off his chest. I don't think he would have got the first down anyway, Scott.
Nope.
He was about 5 yards short of it.
Well, and Todd Sheldon's going to elect to punt it away, Ulmer, and that's going to send back Arndt's going to go back for Century. Marshall stands right around his own 15-yard line. Ulmer. Ooh, is that a good high kick there? Arndt's going to get it. No, he's not. It's going to go over his head. It takes a, oh boy, and that one's going to be down at the 5-yard line, as Arndt thought that was going to go into the end zone, and it took a Mandan bounce, and it's down at the 5. And that's where Central will start. First down at 10. As we said, we'll have a Magic Towing intermission report coming up. Magic Towing, remember the number, call Magic Towing. You need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP network when you need a tow and save $50.
Well, Ulmer is a weapon. He is one of the best punters in the state here, and he showed it there. I think I don't know who you said was out there to get it.
Marshall Arndt.
He was like, nope, that's way too high. I'm letting that one go.
Hurd goes under center. The toss played to Carter Wild, and Wild picks up a couple on that left side.
You got Kirky right there. He's playing good on both sides of the football. As he went down low, it wasn't Burkhardt. I think you're right, it was Wild, Scott.
Yep. So they will give him a gain of 1. It'll bring up second down and 9 for Century. 3:55 to go, opening half of play. 20-7 Mandan leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Last possession for the Patriots. They got stopped on downs at Mandan's 14.
Here's Noah Herr. Back to pass. He's going to go down the sideline. He's got a man out there. Simon's out there. Oh, what a catch by Coulter Simon at the midfield stripe. And Coulter Simon comes up with a big there as they go for the home run ball.
Yeah, Coulter Simon lined up. He was the only guy on the left side right on the numbers, and he went upfield, little hesitation, and then the quarterback trusted him. He threw up that 50-50 ball, and falling down, you're going to see here, he reached back with that right hand, was able to pull it in at the 49-yard line, a 42-yard pickup for Coulter Simon.
Big play there for the Patriots, 1st and 10. They've got some breathing room. Now they're out to their own 49-yard line. Herr rolling right. He's got pressure. He throws over the top of the intended receiver, and that was intended for Gil Sheldon at the 35-yard line out there on the coverage for Mandan. That was Caden Ritz. Second out at 10 now for Century. 3:16 to go. The stop clocks. The clock stops on the incompletion.
Herr 5 of 8, 91 yards tonight. Simon already has 3 catches for 61. Haroldstead has a big catch for 29. And Kralik also is in the catch column. He's got 1 for 11.
So second down and 10 now for Century. Herr, straight drop, looking right. He throws to the sideline over the head of the, short.
Yeah, that was a
Flynn Gullickson, the intended receiver there. So they'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for Century.
That was an Eli Manning wobbler right there. He just tried to throw it hard, and it just kind of sailed on him. Big 3rd and 10 right here.
Ooh, West Fargo, or Cheyenne and Davies are playing tonight, Chuck.
That's big right
3-0 Cheyenne with 4 minutes left in the second.
1 versus 3. Cheyenne, we've seen them a couple times.
Yep, we have.
The West region swing wasn't good for them.
No. 3rd and 10 now for Century from the 49. Now this time Herr goes out of the shotgun. Mandan shows blitz, they back it off. Herr, he's flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move, throws underneath. He's got the tight end, Kralik. Oh, what a open field tackle. And by Doug Sheldon.
But I think he got right at the line to gain, Scott, about the 39-yard line. Officials already moving the ball forward. So good blocking inside, allowed the quarterback to break out of the pocket free. Broke contain, threw an absolute strike to Kralik, who just continued his pattern towards the sideline. So Joey Kralik, all of a sudden, he's a favorite receiver.
Yeah, that's right. Second now. Well, not stand corrected. 1st and 10 now from the Mandan 41. Herr, he's now Burkhardt steps to his left. Herr barks out the signals. Burkhardt, he goes straight up the middle, and he's going to be. That was Austin. Also,
well, you know when Austin makes a tackle, as he stands up and looks right at the camera. That was me, 55, baby.
Gigi was in there too, as well for
You think these guys get it from watching NFL?
No. Why would that ever happen? They don't ever do any of that, do they?
I love watching the teams.
Well, much less that. How about you get it 2 days, Saturday and Sunday? They do in the little
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Second down and 9 after the gain of 1 by Burkhardt. Clock winds at 1:55 to go, opening half. Hurd barks out the signals. Empty backfield. He throws a quick hitter to Simon. He's doubled up just like that. And he catches that right at the 36, and he's stopped there to bring up a third down. Ritz in there, and we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. 1:38 to go. Mandan 20, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by Tyler Hagan Photography, Mason Kramer Photography. A big thank you to all of those photographers, Tyler Hagan and Mason Kramer. Find them on all social media platforms.
So get you some scores. St. Mary's, Watford City, close, 28-20, and started the fourth period there. Red River and Horace, 1-2, all tied at 7. North, 12-7 over Jamestown. 3 minutes in the second in that one, and then, boy, Minot.
And that's Minot North, right?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Minot over Legacy, 42 buff, end of the first half.
Oofta.
Ick.
So here we go, 3rd and 6 now for Century from the Mandan 37-yard line. Herr fakes the handoff. Burkhardt, Herr flushed out of the pocket. He's got room. Herr throws across the middle. He's got Simon out there. Oh, he threw it behind him.
Yep.
And out there was Ulmer along with...
I couldn't see who the other one was, but he got outside the pocket again.
Kavion Lanier.
And the ball just floated on him. He's got an arm, I mean, and he can definitely throw the ball on the run. He's mad at himself because he had a guy open. He had, who was it?
Coulter Simon.
Yeah, Simon was open, coming across from the backside deep at about the 10-yard line.
Kellogg brings the play in from the sideline, and now a 4th down and 6 now for Century. 1.5 minutes to go here in the opening half of play. On our BNC Bank scoreboard, Mandan leads 20-7. They go twins left, single receiver right. That's Simon. Now Mandan comes up. Oh, now we're going to have another First International Bank and Trust timeout. Mandan wants to talk things over. 1:32 to go, opening half. Mandan 20, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network. First International Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on bond between our employees and customers, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Well, Mandan didn't like what they had set up defensively. Todd Sheldon takes the timeout. They regroup, and here we go on 4th and 6 for Century from the Mandan 37-yard line.
Simon close to us on a man-to-man or against Schultz.
Burkhardt steps up alongside Herr back to pass. The hitch and go. He's got Simon down the sideline. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be incomplete as Kirky was down there, and Simon had to turn into a defender because that one was underthrown, and once again, Century turns it over on downs.
They had a 2-deep zone, and Schultz at the start of that play he's the guy underneath. He let Simon get by him, but then Kirky came over the top. The ball was just thrown up in the air, and had it been thrown to the outside, it could have been a nice opportunity 50-50 ball, but you mentioned Simon had to turn into a defender.
So Mandan takes over 1st and 10 from their own 37, a minute 26 to play. Trinity Anderson goes in motion, left to right. Hudson Sheldon looks right, steps up. He's on the move. He's at the 40, 45 midfield down the near sideline, run out of bounds at the 43, 44-yard line.
He's had some long runs. He had I think an 80-plus yard run earlier this season. I think it was against Davies. So he's got speed, gets outside, got out of bounds, didn't have to use one of their timeouts. Got inside territory, so what's that, 13 and 7? That's 20-yard pickup, Scott. Oops, in the Century territory.
So now Mandan has it in Century territory, 1st and 10 from the Century 43. Here's Sheldon, trips to his right side. Aldrin standing alongside him. Throws it, dumps it underneath, caught, and down right there. That was Trinity Anderson, and quickly to the line of scrimmage comes Mandan. Sheldon gets in the line of scrimmage. Now they go trips again to the right side. Sheldon hitch and go. Now he wants to turn to the outside, and he eludes the pressure again. Sheldon's on the move. Look out. Makes another move on Taylor. 30, 25, 20, and run out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And, Hudson Sheldon.
How frustrated is he if you're a defender? I mean, you think you got him lined up and you don't, and then he just kind of busts it to the outside. Ole Taylor had a shot at him.
There you see
he missed it. You had Darian Bitts again, and the backside missed it, and then he shows a little shaky legs. Hudson Sheldon gets to the outside.
On a Ryan Family Dealership replay, Darian Bitts is going to have 10 flashing in his dreams tonight.
Another 17-yard
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line inside the Serve Pro red zone. Here's Sheldon. Bunch formation is right. Sheldon back to pass. He's got time. He steps up on the move again, and he's going to be brought down. Oh, a flag comes in.
Face mask, probably, Scotty. As Sheldon right away is kind of grabbing his. He got bottled up, got brought down at the 20-yard line.
So we'll see what the penalty is. The preliminary indication, as Chuck said, is a face mask.
Just looked like the way his head kind of got snapped back, and the official threw it right as he was getting tackled. So we'll see what the call is. Looks like they're going to be counting towards.
Yep, it's going to go against Century.
Face mask on the defense. 5 yards.
Oh, just a 5-yard face mask.
Just got a text message from a couple of the biggest Mandan fans in the town tuning in. Glad to have you guys aboard.
Are you going to say who it is, or are you going to leave me in like, I got to guess who the biggest Mandan fans are? There's a lot of big Mandan fans around.
Well, I'll give you one.
Okay.
Let's just say he's left-handed.
Left-handed. All right.
Here we go, 1st and 6. Sheldon. Back to pass. Wheel route. He's got a man out there. Caught! Oh, what a catch in the corner of the end zone. Kirky on the reception, and Mandan tacks on 6 more. What a beautiful dime there by Hudson Sheldon.
He drops back, fakes the handoff to Kirky. He goes to the backside, and Sheldon pulls up, throws it. He's got a defender right next to him in great position, Cash Weisenberger, but he didn't look back, just kind of put his hands up and waved, and great job of Kirky keeping his eye on the football. 15-yard touchdown catch.
Catalano on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 39 seconds to go in the opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 27, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
16-yard touchdown pass. 15-yard touchdown pass from Sheldon to Kirky, and Mandan tacks on 6 more. They lead at 27-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Sheldon, early in the year, he had got an offer from UND, and UND kind of gave him a hard stop, saying, hey, you have until this certain date to accept it, and he did not. He wanted to kind of weigh his options, and so UND pulled it. But you watch this kid right now, I tell you, I wouldn't mind having Hudson Sheldon on my football team.
You think?
Just saying.
Catalano to kick it away. Squiv kick. Yeah, ooh, that one's not going to be pretty. That one's going to go out of bounds. Here comes the flag. So Century's going to have some pretty good field position here with just 39 seconds to play, though, here in this opening half. They trail at 27-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Appreciate you listening, Hoot.
Yeah.
I should have known left-hander when you said that. How did I not get that one?
Yeah.
I should have got that one.
How about that, huh?
Set shooter.
Yeah, never met a shot he didn't like. So as they march things off here, or spot it, and
wait a minute, somebody had a penalty. What did I miss? Oh, there is a penalty.
Century will have a 1st and 10.
What was the penalty?
42-yard line.
Did they? What was the penalty?
42-yard line. They spot it, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for Century. Back to pass, steps up, still on the move. Throws it over the middle. He's got Haroldstead 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Xavier Haroldstead.
Wow. How about that, Scott? They never give up. Patriots. Noah Herr shows his own little shaky legs as he spins around, gets out of the pocket, throws a strike to Haroldstead, who kind of bobbled it a little bit, and then he got behind Kavion Lanier. So quickly a 58-yard touchdown.
A much needed play there for Century as they answered a Mandan touchdown, and now they await the extra point.
34 Pedersen.
High snap. Ooh, we get a good job of getting it down, and it's up and good. Oh, what a great job there by Noah Herr to get that one down. And with just 26 seconds to go in the opening half, Mandan 27, Century 14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
To this. With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a Fuel Tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the Fuel Tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
.58-yard pitch and catch from Herr to Haroldstead, and Century.
Century, number 34, Pedersen.
Makes it 27-14.
Number 5, Scholes, and 39.
Wow,
Lanier.
that was a quick hitter right there. After that penalty, he got the ball to the 42-yard line, and man, they went right at him.
And now the ball falls off the tee, so we'll do it again.
One play, 58 yards.
Kavion Lanier and Jensen Schultz back to receive for Mandan. Good kick there, Lanier, and that's going to go into the end zone, and so Mandan will have it. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 27-14, Mandan leads it.
Well, Century better not blink, because who knows what Mandan's going to do.
Yeah, well, you can't. I'm guessing it's not going to, we're just going to take a knee.
I can't imagine. You know, Sheldon is just one of those guys that just with his legs can get you across midfield quickly.
Yep. And here he comes into the huddle, calls the play, and Mandan 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And they're going to go trips to the far side of the field, single receiver to the short side. Sheldon back to pass. Looking, here's a wheel route, and it's going to be underthrown.
I think it got tipped, Scott.
Did it? Okay.
I think it was Bitts who tipped it, but they had the wheel route in the backside again that they scored the touchdown on. This time I think it looked like
2nd and 10.
Pope was there, as well as Landry Wesson was the one who was probably trailing the play.
Yeah, he was on the coverage, was Wesson, so the ball's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for Mandan with just 22 seconds to play.
18 passes already thrown by Sheldon in the first half.
Sheldon, twins right, twins left for the Braves. Sheldon, oh boy, he gets it out into the flat. 25, 30, and Anderson has run out of bounds.
Got hit by his own guy from behind. Who was that?
I think that was
Doug
Lanier.
Sheldon, or
that was Kirky, yeah.
Kirky hit him, but he was right when he was throwing the football. He got hit, but he's still able to get it to
Trinity Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson.
So clock stops with 16 seconds to go.
14 more yards for Sheldon in the first half, and Anderson his 3rd catch.
So 1st down and 10 now from the Mandan 34. Sheldon back to pass. He wants a hitch and go. Sheldon, he throws it across the middle. Caught Schultz. Brought down there at the 46-yard line. And we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. Mandan wants to talk it over. 9 seconds to play. Opening half. Mandan 27, Century 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
Century 46-yard line first.
Fetch it. Drop it. And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is...
Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Well, First National Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at fibt.com. So here come the Mandan Braves, and Kirky stands alongside Hudson Sheldon. Ball spotted on the 46 in Century territory. Sheldon rolling to his left. He sets. He's going to throw it back across the field into double coverage, and it's going to be incomplete as Ulmer was in double coverage on the backside.
Yeah, Simon was there for, as well as, who was the other one? I think it might have been Cash Weisenberger, the free safety and strong safety. Hey, one thing, if you're a receiver for Mandan, he trusts you. He's like, hey, go get it. I'm going to give you opportunities.
So just 1 second to play here in the opening half. It's been a long first half, 27-14. Mandan leads it. They'll have the football also to start the second half.
21 passes for Hudson Sheldon in the first half.
So Sheldon now. Ball spotted on the red hash, and what we can have here, another First National Bank timeout as Todd Sheldon wants to talk it over. 1 second to go here in the opening half of play. Mandan 27, Century 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
In a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
So we'll try it one more time. This will be the last play of the opening half as Sheldon sends trips to his left side. Rolling left, pressure from the backside. Here comes Bitts once again. Oh, Bitts is going to have to run a little bit. He's Sheldon all the way back to the 35. Sheldon, now he's going to throw it back. He's got Schultz at the 40. Schultz is going to 30, 25, 20, another 15, and Schultz all the way down to the 10-yard line as Century couldn't bring him down. And what a way to end the opening half of play here from the Starion Sports Complex. But hang on, there's a flag on the field.
Well, they're going to call a hold potentially, so they're an eligible man downfield. So it'll negate the 39-yard reception.
And that will end our opening half of play here from the Starion Sports Complex. As we go to break on the BNC Bank scoreboard, Mandan 27, Century 14. We'll be back with our Magic Towing intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. There you see a look at the Mandan High School Gymnasium as
there you go.
They will, that's where we'll be calling basketball games from this year, as the floor has been, you'll see it there. That was taken about a week ago or so, and now the floor, I've been told, has been laid, and so, boy, it looks just like an amazing gymnasium, does it not, Chuck?
You got that right. Hey, I'm just looking to see where do we have the press box? Make sure you put big tables, right? Lots of room.
I don't know. As our Magic Towing Intermission report, as Magic Towing, remember the number to call Magic Towing. You need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP Network when you need a tow and save $50. Well, 27-14, Chuck, at the break is there you see on the field right now what they've called is they've got some all-inclusive, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, they probably listed it on that sheet that we got from Mandan that talked about what's going on. But, yeah, pretty cool where kids that don't have the opportunity to play in high school sports, that they got a chance to get out here.
Inclusive football game, Mandan versus Century.
All right.
Oh, boy, that's, yeah.
Hey, keep us on track. I got to do something, right?
My shoulder's going to be worn out here pretty soon.
I just can't kick that left knee.
Feel like I'm sitting next to Eddie Dressler.
I got scolded for one of my people I worked with. She said, hey, you guys got to quit bantering and check it out. It was a horse collar that was on that one play that we missed where we had our heads down. We were kind of a little chatting back and forth. Obviously missed the late horse collar.
Oh, look at here. Nifty little spin move here.
Yeah, spinning back and forth. Got the pink outfit going. His Century buddies are pretty jacked about that.
Well, Chuck, 27-14, and, quite an exciting first half. A lot of points put up there, and Mandan, they put 20 up in that opening half of play, and then since then, Century's battled back to cut this one to a 2-touchdown score. But, give credit Mandan. Boy, I'll tell you what, they came out and they were going up and down the field in that opening half.
Well, they got tons of yards. Both teams do. Mandan's got 247 yards in the first half. Century's got 230. So, really, the difference of the game right now is those turnovers. Century put the ball on the carpet twice in the first two possessions. Mandan went down and scored both times, and then Mandan scored in their third possession. And the Patriots, then they kind of settled down. They're the ones that have scored 2 of the last 3 times. They've been able to, I don't know, you say control Sheldon, because that's not what you're doing. Sometimes you cross your fingers and hope he doesn't make the big plays. But nonetheless, it's a 2-touchdown game. It's a big possession to start that third quarter.
Well, let's give you a BNC scoreboard update as Minot all over Legacy 42-0. Bismarck High, well, they're going to roll at the end of the first half. They lead 43-0. Shanley over North 14-10, end of the first half. West Fargo Cheyenne leading Davies 3-0 with 10 minutes left in the third there. On the 2A side, St. Mary's holding to that 8-point lead at the start of the fourth period over Watford City 28-0. Red River and Horace, boy, they're in a good one up in Grand Forks. With a minute left in the fourth, they're tied at 7. Minot North, well, they're leading Jamestown 12-7. Start of the third period. Dickinson, that one just underway over Valley City 6-0. And that is the end of the first half there. So there is our BNC scoreboard update. As you see, pretty cool to see down on the field as touchdowns on both ends. But great opportunity for these kids to get out on the big field and show off the talents that they do have. And
then getting the crowd cheering and yelling. I love it. That was a big run right there, it looked like, for a touchdown.
Well, you're listening to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. We'll take a timeout. We come back. Chuck a look at the first half numbers as at the break. It's Mandan 27, Century 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex and our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, remember the number and call Magic Towing if you need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP Network when you need a tow and save $50. As we are at halftime. That's a big. Here's a look at the first half, individual and team numbers. Here's Chuck Clairmont.
All right, thanks, Scott. For the Patriots, 11 carries for Jarris Burkhardt, just 20 yards. So they've kept him intact, but he did have a 2-yard touchdown run. Carter Wild had 6 carries for 36 yards, but did have a fumble in that first half that resulted in a touchdown for Mandan. Noah Herr, 5 carries for 16 yards. Xavier Haroldstead also has 1 carry for 2 yards. On the passing side, Hurt having a good first half. He's 8 of 14, 162 yards. 1 touchdown, that being that big 58-yard touchdown reception late in the first half. Leading in the receptions actually is Coulter Simon, though. He has 4 catches for 64 yards. He's got a 42-yarder and a 14-yarders as part of those 4 catches. Haroldstead, 2 catches for 87 yards. He's leading them on the ground or in the air. He's got that 58-yard touchdown, as I mentioned. Then Joey Kralik has 2 receptions for 21 yards. For the Mandan Braves, Hudson Shelton's doing everything. On the ground, in the air, you name it. 8 carries, 75 yards. He's got 2 touchdown runs, 1 of 1-yarder in the first possession of the game for Mandan, then a 17-yard run on their second possession. He is also rushing the footballs. Nunpa, excuse me. Let's make sure I got that right. I've got it spelled wrong. Yeah, Nunpa, N-U-N-P-A. Kirky, he has 4 carries for 20 yards. Throwing the football, Hudson Sheldon, 11 of 21, 151 yards. He's got a 27-yard touchdown to his favorite receiver, Jensen Schultz. And he's got a 15-yarder on a wheel route, backside wheel route to Nunpa Kirky late in that first half. So 14 of 21, or 11 of 21, 151 and 2 touchdowns. Kavion Lanier has 3 receptions for 26 yards. Schultz, as I mentioned, 2 for 55. Trinity Anderson has 3 for 21. Kirky has that 1 catch for 15 yards. It's a touchdown. And then Ulmer has a reception for 14 yards. Team statistics in the first half, man, it's like a full game for these guys. As 23 rushes total for the Patriots for 68 yards. Mandan's got 13 rushes for 96 yards. 8 completions for 162 yards for the Patriots. That's over 20 yards a catch. And Mandan has 11 receptions for 151. So total plays, Century 37 plays, 230 yards total in that first half. Mandan 34 plays for 247 yards. Here's the big stat, though. 3 fumbles for Century. Fortunately for them, they didn't lose all of them. They just lost 2 of them, but 2 was enough as they both resulted in touchdowns. 1 punt for the Patriots for 23 yards. Tristan Ulmer has 2 big punts for a 40-yard average. Penalties, 7 total in the first half. Century has 3 for 25, and Mandan has 4 for 40. Lots of first downs as well. 10 for Century, 11 for Mandan. No sacks, no interceptions. Time of possession, even though Century's down 2 touchdowns, they have a time of possession lead of 14 minutes and 3 seconds compared to 9 minutes and 57 seconds. But the most important stat on the board is 27 points for Mandan compared to 14 for the Patriots. So statistics are close, but the score, Mandan almost has them doubled up, and they got the football to start the second half.
Yeah, they do. It'll be a big possession for, that Century defense as they tighten up a little bit in that second quarter play, but that Mandan offense certainly had things rolling to start this game, and we'll see how the final 24 end up here from the Starion Sports Complex. We'll take another timeout as our Magic Towing Intermission Report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Who we are. we still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing intermission report as we're at halftime here with Mandan leading 27-14. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule this week as tomorrow we'll have, well, 3 days in a row we got football for you, as tomorrow DLB will be at Velvet Drake Animos. Velvet Drake, number 2 in the state of North Dakota. DLB, pretty good football team in their own right. You can hear that right here in the PSP Network. And then Saturday afternoon, we'll have some 9-man playoff football for you as South Border will travel to New England to take on Hettier County. We'll have that'll be a 2 o'clock Central Time pregame show, 1 o'clock Mountain Time pregame show. We'll have that for you right here on the PSP Network as both teams have made their way back out onto the playing field. Reminder, Magic Towing. Remember the number and call Magic Towing. You need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Name the PSP Network when you need a tow and save $50. Well, Chuck, as we turn our attention here to this second half, and your thoughts, as far as adjustments, Century, I mean, I thought they made some night in the second half, or the second quarter of that game. I thought they came out and were a little bit better defensively. But as you said, it's all about contain. I mean, I don't know how many shots that Darian Bitts had at Hudson Sheldon. He just couldn't bring them down.
Yeah, he just got to break down. And, you know, he is hard to bring down, right? First of all, let's give Darian credit that he's there. That he got himself in position to make the sack. And then, you know what? See if he live and learn in the second half, if he can adjust a little better and see if they continue to blitz. That would seem to be successful sometimes. I know late in the game they were kind of more of a prevent and didn't want to blitz, but when they were blitzing in that second quarter, it seemed like they were stopping Mandan because Mandan got stopped on 2 possessions in a row. And so that first possession for Mandan, Sheldon, that 1-yard touchdown run, then Sheldon scores at the 5:25 mark, a 17-yarder, then he gets that 27-yard pass at the 5:06 to Schatz. They put him up 20-0. Finally, Burkhardt got Century in the score with 15 seconds to go in that first quarter. Pedersen added the extra point to make it 27. But Kirky Mandan responds in the second quarter, making it 27-7, and then a huge play with just 26 seconds left. That Harold said 58-yard reception from her with the extra point, making it 27-14. That's where we're at right now, so I'm with you. It's maybe blitzing him a little bit more, making him throw the ball earlier than he wants. See if that can do the trick.
Well, we want to thank you for tuning in to our Magic Towing Intermission Report as we're ready to go. Pedersen to kick it away now for Century. And good kick there, and it's going to go over the head of Jensen Schultz into the end zone, and that's where Mandan will start. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
I'd like to make one more comment. If Casper Holcup, hope everything is going well for him. He just joined us in the second half. He got hurt the very first play of the game on that kickoff. He was on the kickoff cover team. Looked like it was his left knee was in an air cast. They took him out. So let's hope things are going to be okay for Casper. We're thinking about you, buddy.
Absolutely, yes. Mandan has it on 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Sheldon Hudson works out of the pistol as they give it handoff. Aldrin coming left, trying to get to the edge, turns the corner, 30, 35. Ooh, he delivers a blow and out of bounds at the 32 or 37-yard line. Jordan Kellogg runs him out of bounds, but Aldrin delivered that blow.
Yeah, great blocking up front by the guys. The left tackle, I think it was Rooker, was on it, and Gigi, and they just sealed the outside and allowed Aldrin to kind of bust to the outside and pick up big yards, 17 yards to get things going.
So it'll be a first down, 1st and 10 for Mandan from their own 37-yard line. Twins right. Oh, and Schweigert came across a little too early.
That's twice he's done that. He's trying to anticipate the count.
Yep, as the sophomore jumped a little early, so
Schweigert.
They'll tack on 5 to that, and it'll be a 1st and 5 now for the Mandan Braves.
The youngest of the Schweigert brothers, big brother Jacob, was an All-Stater. Went on to UND. Unfortunately, had some injuries and ended up kind of cutting his career short.
So 1st and 5 now. Now they move it to the 42. Schultz goes in motion. They hand up. Aldrin cutting left, cuts back inside, and Aldrin.
Number 3, Aldrin.
Just got tripped up, Scott, at the line of scrimmage. But, boy, another little change of pace. Aldrin didn't get him. He only got 1 carry in that first half. Most of them was Hudson carrying it or Kirky, and I like this guy's little choppy, quick strokes.
Yeah, 5'6", 160 is Lee Aldrin, showing some nifty footwork as he picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 2 now for Mandan.
Coming into the game, he had 106 yards and a touchdown.
So here come the Braves on 2nd and 2 as out of the pistol goes Sheldon. Sheldon, here's Aldrin again, coming left, and he gets out of the arms of one Century tackler, and Tarp is the one that made the stop there for the Century Patriots.
Yeah, they're going to say this time they're going to give Century the benefit of the doubt and say he's just short. Oop, they got it. They have it marked right? Yeah, just short of that 47-yard line. So it was Tarp who came flying in and was just holding him on for dear life until Schweigert came in to pull him down.
So 3rd down and 1 now for the Mandan Braves. Sheldon works out of the shotgun. Now they motion Schultz right to left. Schultz goes into the slide motion. Long snap count. Sheldon, he's going to come left, gets a block, turns the corner, and he's going to be ripped down there. But I think he's going to have enough for the 1st down, and flying over to make that tackle for Century. That was Cash Weisenberger.
You know, and one thing that it just shows how heads up he is. He knew where he had to get to.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. What happened there? Did they say he was pushed out of bounds?
1st and 1.
Yeah, so what a play by Cash Weisenberger.
So
I thought he had dove out of bounds, but apparently we couldn't quite see. It was we were sheltered at the line of scrimmage there.
4th down and 1 now. Sheldon, nope, and they didn't get him. Now what we have here?
I think it was a left guard pulled.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start.
Or left guard or the left tackle. One of the two motions. So now they're going to probably end up kicking it, Scotty, I bet you. See if Coach Sheldon says, all right, now we got to go back, and it's 4th and 6 in our own territory. We got to punt. So they try to come in and pull the Patriots off sides, and instead what happens is Mandan jumps for motion. So Ulmer, the big leg, he's averaging about 44 yards a kick. He probably, he was a great kicker, a punter last year, and he's like we mentioned that weapon.
Haroldstead back to receive. Update from Ulmer's gonna fake it. Ulmer's trying to get to the edge. He's got room. He's at midfield, 45-40, and he's brought down there as Todd Sheldon rolls the dice, and they fake it, and they've got a first down in Century territory.
Yeah, he catches that football and he goes right to his right, got a couple good blocks, showed his speed. He's a track athlete, got through a couple Century's defenders, picks up that first down, gets deep into the territory or the 40-yard line, so give him 19 yards and a first down and a fake punt.
St. Mary's hangs on and defeats Watford City by a score of 28-20.
It's a good win.
Yeah, it is.
Get back to that first down now. Wow, that's just a big play.
First down and 10 now as Sheldon throws a quick pass, caught and ridden down as Lanier on that far sideline. That was DeAndre Bryant in the ball game now.
Of course, we got somebody else. Giving a lot of different guys opportunities. That same play that we had watched Lanier, Century stays off him. Quick little hitter to him, just like handing the ball off. So instead of giving it to your running back, it's like Sheldon, that quick strike. That time it was to Bryant.
So second down and 4 from the 34-yard line of Century. Here's Sheldon out of the shotgun. Steps up, takes a snap, back to pass, looks right, fires right. Ooh, and in and out of the hands of Bryant once again.
Better get those hands up there, sir.
That was a bullet.
95-mile-an-hour fastball from Sheldon that just hit him, almost hit him right in the forehead. But if you're going to be off them, you line of scrimmage. You take a look at the next set here. If you're watching this one, they are set 8-9 yards off the line of scrimmage, and Mandan's, I don't even know if it's like, hey, just go right to it. We're going to keep doing it until Century comes up and to try to pick us up tighter. And then when they do that, look out for the out and up.
So third down and 4, 8:10 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 27-14. Mandan leads it. Here's Sheldon. Back to pass. Looks across the middle. Ball's picked in the air and incomplete. Jensen Schultz, the intended receiver, that was almost picked off there by Century.
They forced it into the middle, and the ball got tipped by one of the Century defenders. He was well defended too, Scott. He had 3 guys around. The ball went up in the air, and fortunately for Mandan, the Patriots did not see it.
So now it'll be fourth down and 4 for Mandan with ball spotted on the Century 34-yard line.
Well, watch Sheldon, the crazy leg Sheldon, see if he gets out of the pocket.
They go trips to the left side. Sheldon out of the shotgun. He steps up. Snaps it, rolling to his left. Fires, and he's complete. Jensen Schultz caught it at the 22, turned up field and run out of bounds. At the 20-yard line, that's a Mandan first down, move the chains, and Mandan is in the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fine water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
I love the call for Mandan because what they do is they could feel the blitz coming from the 2 inside linebackers, and as soon as Sheldon got the snap, he busted it outside, freed him up, and found a wide open receiver. Yeah, it was his favorite receiver in Schultz.
First and 10 now from the Century 20. Handoff, Aldrin goes left, now cuts back inside, and Aldrin picks up a couple as he gets it down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, you wonder if they like how well Nunpakirki's playing defense, that they're saving him.
Sheldon, quick pass. Caught in by Lanier and down right there.
Lanier back in the game. Now he's got a chance again to just, loosening up that outside, and you turn and you just pick up 5 yards.
Defense by number 11, Kellogg.
Kellogg on the coverage there. So it'll be 3rd and 2 now for Mandan.
4th catch for Lanier for 31 yards.
Twin receivers right. Lanier, split left. Sheldon, back to pass. Looks, he throws it out in the flat. He's got Sheldon. Breaks a tackle there to the 10, and he's all the way down near the 5-yard line is Doug Sheldon. Marshall Arndt makes the stop. And that's going to be a 1st and goal to go for the Mandan Braves.
The 7th different receiver that Sheldon's thrown to. And, I mean, he kind of reminds me of Rodgers in a little bit in that he just throws. I mean, he's backpedaling. He sees a guy's open, and he's got such amazing arm strength. He just flicks it out to his receiver. Then Sheldon, big guy, turns and runs over a couple defenders.
1st and goal to go now from the 7-yard line. Hudson Sheldon brings out the Mandan offense, sends 2 receivers to his left, single receiver to his right. Sheldon, Alderman behind him in the pistol. Alderman gets it, goes right, turns upfield, and he's going to be swarmed under at the 5. As Kellogg and Pope make the stop there for Century.
And they're content. Hey, they're going to run a little clock right here and run the football. And what a great drive. Starts at their own 20-yard line. You talk about a statement drive to start this second half. Already taken up half the first quarter.
Yep, 5:49 left to go here in quarter number 3. Sheldon Alderman standing alongside him. Sheldon, he's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw, and he's got a man caught. Touchdown.
Well, you just take your best receiver and you say, hey, looks like it's manned up. We're going to go, you go right to the outside, get across the pylon. Coulter Simon had him manned up, and he actually just did a cross as Omer, or I think it was Omer on the outside. He crossed to the inside. Schultz went to the outside as you're watching right here. And a great throw running to his left by Hudson Sheldon. Hits Schultz in the end zone for the 3rd touchdown pass of the day for Hudson Sheldon.
There you saw it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay as Catalano on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:38 to go. 3rd quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 34, Century 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Well, Hudson Sheldon to Jensen Schultz, and Mandan tacks on 6 more.
14 plays, 80 yards, Scott, when 6 minutes and 22 seconds. The big play was that fake punt.
Yep, as they caught Century on that one.
19-yard fake punt by Tristan Ulmer.
So Catalano will kick it away. Little pooch kick, and Haroldstead downs it right there at the 40 as they brought some of the hands guys up top, or up to the front line, and Haroldstead downs it, and that's where Mandan Century will start with their first offensive possession here in this second half of play.
You know, already in the season, just 7 games into it, Sheldon's got a 5 TD game. He's got against the first game of the season, he's got a 4 TD game. He's got a 3 TD game. He's got 2 TD games. So this guy's the real deal.
So 1st and 10 now for Century as Noah Hurd goes under center eye backfield. Mandan shows blitz. They fake the toss. Hurd throws underneath. That's caught Haroldstead and out of bounds there at the 48-yard line.
First pass complete.
And Century's down 3 scores. They probably won't completely abandon the run, but they're going to have to. Every possession's going to have to count. Of course, that's good, nice call, Tips, right? It's one of those. Really? Well, good job. You're in the color. Hope you don't get paid for that comment.
1st and 10 from the Mandan 48. No hurt. They toss it. Coming near Burkhardt. Cuts inside. Now back outside. Burkhardt following his blockers. as he's across the 45, and they're going to spot him down at the 43-yard line.
Tackle made by 82 Butman.
I said they're not going to go completely away from it because you want Mandan to still, be concerned for that run. Burkhardt, that's his biggest run of the game right there as he picks up 5 yards. His longest before that had just been 3, and it's his 12th carry.
34-14 our score, second down. And 5 to go for Century. Quick snap. Finds Simon out in the flat. Simon's got the first down. He's down to the 35. They got to the 34. Caden Ritz on the stop there for Mandan.
Well, they went to the old Mandan playbook, the quick hitter on the outside to their favorite guy, Simon. Mandan played off him, and Herr shows his arm strength.
First and 10 Century.
4:25 left to go, third quarter play. Century now inside Mandan territory. First and 10 from the 34-yard line. They faked the jet sweep to Haroldstead. He's got a man out there. It's going to be caught, the 10, the 5, wild into the end zone, touchdown, Century.
Well, you fake that handoff on the jet sweep to Haroldstead that you used earlier, and then you take your running back, and he goes straight upfield. He's wide open in the slot area. He eludes 2 tacklers and then gets busted on right at the end zone. But it's going to be a touchdown, so a big drive there for the Patriots, an answer to Mandan's 80-yard drive. They go 59 yards of their own, capped off by that 34-yard TD reception by Wild.
Carter Wild, yep. And a quick score, too, for Century. Pedersen snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 4:06 to go, third quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 34, Century 21. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza, there's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese. At Planet Pizza, your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years.
Well, running clock probably in that Mandan or Minot game. Nick will be back in Minot in time for some Planet Pizza.
He might be in Minot before we get done.
What is the score in that game? 42-7, final game's already over.
Oh, okay, well.
50 Old Bismarck leading Williston.
Line drive kick is fielded at the 5, 10, 15. Schultz nears the 20, and he's brought down the 19, getting down there to make the stop for Century. That was Tristan Pope. So now Mandan will have it deep in their own territory. First down and 10, leading this one 34-21 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Behind on my touchdowns. That was just a minute 6 seconds, or a minute 30 seconds on that drive, Scott. 4 plays, 59 yards, couple first downs along the way.
So here come the Mandan Braves on first down and 10. They spot at their own 19-yard line. Sheldon works out of the pistol. Jensen Schultz now motions, and Sheldon hands off. Nope. Little play action. Now he's going across the middle. He's got Ulmer at midfield, incomplete. And on the coverage there for, that was Marshall Arndt on the coverage for Century. So that'll bring up a second down and 10 for the Mandan Braves.
Well, they're testing everybody in the backfield. And we talked about Arndt and Jordan Kellogg and Coulter Simon, Cash Weisenberger. They're going to have one of their best games of the season in order to stop Mandan. This is a big possession right here. Now, the one thing with Mandan's thrown at the clock stopping, it's allowing Century more time.
Now they go trips left on second and 10. Ball spotted right hash for the Braves. Sheldon out of the shotgun. Sheldon looks left, Now he gets out of the pocket. Nope, he's still running around back there. Here comes a flag, and Sheldon's going to be on the move, and Sheldon fires across the middle, and it's going to be caught, I do believe. Yes, it was at the 35-yard line. Trinity Anderson on the catch, but hang on, we got a flag in the Mandan backfield.
Probably holding as Carter. I mean, you think Sheldon's tackled, you can't even see him. He's on the other side. All of a sudden, he comes flying around the corner and finds somebody.
Offense number 25.
So that
half the distance to the goal, second down.
That reception of about 12 yards is going to go for naught, as they're going to go half the distance of the goal back to the 9-yard line.
So now they march this one back to the 9-yard line, and that will bring up a second down and 20.
Sixth penalty for Mandan.
3:43 to go. Third quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan leads it 34-21. Braves go trips to the left side. Sheldon out of the shotgun, single receiver to the right. Ball spotted short on the right hash, short side of the field to the right. Sheldon back to pass. He's flushed back in the end zone on the move. Sheldon jukes one defender, gets by another one. 20, 25, spins 30. Sheldon 35. Crosses the midfield. Sheldon, and he's going to be ripped down there at the 38-yard line is Hudson Sheldon. Jordan Kellogg, and just like that, boy, Houdini comes out of there and picks up a big gain.
I mean, he's got guys just diving at him, can't pull him down, and he's tired right now. He's gassed, and I'm thinking, hey, what is his step clicker saying he's on about right now? He's at about 20,000 steps for the game. Another big gainer for him, gets out to the 38-yard line. We'll give him 29 more. That gets him over 100, Scott. 104 yards rushing, 186 and 3 touchdowns throwing. Not a bad night.
Not a bad night, nope. So 1st and 10 now from the 38. And they hand off.
We had to know that was going to be a run. He's gassed. He don't want to run it. Sheldon didn't want to run anymore.
Kirky on the handoff gets one. It'll be second down and 9 now for the Braves. 34-21. Mandan leads this one. Century's defense trying to get off the field here.
Everybody watch these Mandan games, and they're looking back to what did Davies do? What they do is, the teams that have won, they've controlled the football on the ground.
Yep.
Legacy Minot ran a lot on them. Earlier, Davies ran the ball well on him.
Second down and 9 now for the Braves. Sheldon across the middle. He's got a man, and that's going to be Anderson. He catches, turns upfield, and I stand corrected. That's Doug Sheldon, and he's out at the midfield stripe. Nope, they're going to spot it in Century territory at the 49-yard line.
They're lining Sheldon up kind of at a slot on that, outside formation. He literally is just coming across the line of scrimmage, and Sheldon's looking at him on that quick in pattern. Doug Sheldon gives him the first down. That's his second catch of the day. Give Sheldon 12 more yards on that completion.
So first down and 10 now for Mandan from the Century 49-yard line. Sheldon again out of the pistol. Now Ulmer. Sheldon comes to the backfield. They hand off. Kirky's got room right up the middle. He's across the 45 and now near the 40 to the 41-yard line. Ole Taylor makes a stop there for Century.
We haven't heard Ole Taylor's name a whole lot.
No, we haven't.
And they're doing a good job blocking him. They're obviously not running the ball a whole ton, and when they are, it's Sheldon the one doing the running.
Gain of 7, second and 3.
Second down and 3 after that gain of 7.
28 yards on 6 carries for Kirky. So they're doing what they need to do. Aldrin's got 27. Kirky's got 28. They're mixing it up.
Sheldon now motions. Schultz. Sheldon, he's going to keep it. Cuts back inside. 40-35, and he's down to the 33-yard line. Tristan Pope makes a stop. That'll be a first down. Move the chains.
He pulls him down from behind, and Sheldon just took that direct snap, and he used Doug Sheldon as a blocker, and he wants a timeout. He said, "Coach, I'm gassed. I need a."
Well,
he hit his head like.
Yeah, and he can't let the clock. They got to snap a play here because the play clock's at 19.
If I'm Century, I'm getting 8 guys in the box because they're probably going to run it, and it's probably not going to be Sheldon.
First down and 10 now from the Century 33-yard line.
Nope.
Sheldon's going to, nope. Thinks like he's going to run. Now he's going to step back and throw it. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Tristan Ulmer, and that'll bring us to the close of quarter number 3. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, 3 quarters in the books. Mandan 34, Century 21, back for the final 12 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Engineering Incorporated.
Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located in South Prado and Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. UPS store located in the Marketplace Food Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Also, a reminder, we'll have our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report coming up. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com.
Well, Mandan, the first drive took them 6 minutes and 22 seconds. This one started at their 19. They're already 4 minutes into it, so keeping Century off the field.
Second down and 10 now from the Century 33-yard line. Sheldon, now they motion, and they toss it. Kirky on the edge, and he's going to be stood up at the 30.
25 Kirky.
Tristan Pope came up to make the stop.
It's a new set of action. We haven't seen that action before as they fake the dive play inside, and then they do a little pitch option from quarterback Sheldon to Kirky, and Kirky layers the boom on Tristan Pope. But Pope, he ain't backing down.
No, he's not.
5'10", 185, and he's made a lot of tackles tonight.
Third down and 7 now for Mandan from the Century 30-yard line. Sheldon out of the pistol. Fakes the handoff, wanted to throw it, now it pulls it down. Now he's going to go on the move is Sheldon, and he's going to be stood up right there.
Was Mandan coaches and defender and people watching going like, holy, Taylor hit him just square. They're going like, do not do that. But Sheldon's a tough kid. He gets up, puts the ball about 1.5 yards ahead of where the ball was. Gets up,
he did.
Comes over to his dad and said, hey, don't call that one again, please.
His uncle?
His uncle, that one too. He probably said to his dad too, Dad, tell your brother. Tell your brother not to call that one again.
So now Century's turn. They've got to come up with a big defensive play here as it's 4th down. And we'll call it 3 to go for Mandan from the Century 26. Sheldon sends 2 receivers his right, single receiver to the left side. Sheldon out of the shotgun. Sheldon throws a quick pass. Schultz caught at the 20 and brought down to the 19-yard line. Another quick hitter, first down, move the chains. Mandan's in the Serve Pro red zone with 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire, water, cleanup, and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Just reads it. What are you going to do?
Made by 27 Pope.
I went a little play action pass, and I threw an absolute strike to Schultz that lined up on the inside receiver that time. In a zone formation, find this kind of the soft spot of that zone. Good absolute strike, 8-yard pickup, and another first down.
First down and 10 from the Century 18-yard line. Century would like nothing more to create a turnover here. They motion Jensen Schultz right to left. Sheldon hands off. Alderin slips by 1 tackle. Nope, that's Kirky. Jalen Tarp on the stop as Kirky got by 1 and then was able to pick up about 3 yards, maybe 2 yards.
You think those guys are tired? Take a look at every single one of the Century Patriots. Arms are on their side. I mean, they are, they are the ones having to chase the quarterback Sheldon, and not to mention then now they're getting the guys up front are doing a really good job blocking too. For Kirky and Aldrin, they're kind of mixing things up.
So 2nd down and 8 from the Century 16-yard line. This is Mandan's second drive of the second half. play action. Sheldon on the move. Sheldon, they come up, contain, try to get him out of bounds, and they do. And we got a flag down, and it appears a preliminary indication might be a hold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Leighton Giggy in the backside. Official completely saw it as he was holding on I think it was Ian Schweigert, as forced quarterback Sheldon to run. This time they forced him to run to the short side of the field, so was able to get out of bounds. I don't know if that would have turned out being a sack, but they're still going to have him go back.
Might as well have our Sport Clips MVP of the game as well. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com, and we'll also have our Serve Pro Move of the Game, 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians.
Oh, that's right. The ball was on the 16, so gave him 10 yards back to the 26-yard line. So that was a holding penalty there for Mandan.
Serve Pro Advanced Technology, Fire One of Cleveland Restoration. It's Serve Pro. 2nd down and 18 now. As the ball spotted back at the 26. Sheldon back to pass. Here's the wheel route. He's got Schultz. Caught 5. Touchdown, Mandan.
I mean, it's so hard. There's so many weapons right here for Mandan. Schultz was lined up.
For a 26-yard.
He was lined up on actually the left side, Scott, as he went in motion, going from his left to his right across the formation. Century didn't adjust, and like you said, he did a little out and up. The Tristan Pope, the linebacker, bit wide open. Jensen Schultz, 26-yard touchdown reception.
And Hudson Sheldon to Jensen Schultz makes it 40-21. Catalano on to attempt the extra point. Snap. Hold, the kick is up, and it appears good, and it is. 8:53 to go in this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 41, Century 21, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Tonight's 1,000.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, Hudson Sheldon to Jensen Schultz as they connect one more time. And that makes it 41-21 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Schultz's 6th catch, 107 yards, 3 touchdowns for him. Sheldon now.
26 Nelson.
Oh, man, what is he now?
Mandan, number 16, Catalano.
17-19 for 32, for 232 and 4 touchdowns.
And that one's going to go over the head of the Patriots into the end zone, and now Century will take over 1st and 10.
That drive, Scott, well, you like that first one? You like me now of 20 or 80 yards and 14 plays, 622? Well, that one went 81 yards, 707 and 12 plays.
Well,
that's over a quarter of possession in two possessions.
It certainly is, as now Century's got to, well, they got to go to work, and they got to go to work quick.
Next week, Century's got
Minot High.
Minot High, and Bismarck has Mandan. Both teams will come in. Well, this should have secured the playoffs for Mandan.
It should. Her back to pay, throw a screen to Burkhardt and flat. Good contain there as he escapes it, does Burkhardt, and gets it out to the 25, but Mandan quickly flies to the football. Giggy makes a stop there for the Braves, and
they got to get in and out of the huddle. I'm surprised that Coach Wingenbach hasn't, called like this, multiple plays.
Carter Coast brings the play in from the sidelines as bring up a 2nd down and 4 now for the Patriots. Her going to roll to his right. He's going to keep it, turns upfield. He's got blockers out there. Cuts inside at the 30 and out of bounds he goes at the 34-yard line. A couple of Patriot players slow and getting up. Haroldstead and Kralik.
Forced out by number 55, Bay.
Yeah, down on the ground. Yeah, he's getting up slow. I think it was Haroldstead right on the block. Yep, he's coming up. The perimeter guys trying to get a block, and Ole Taylor, he took a little bit of his frustration out on the Mandan defenders. He pulled on that play and got himself what you call a pancake block. He just totally took out one guy. but as a coach, you always rerun those back and forth.
Yeah.
And probably a Mandan defensive coach.
Yeah.
But hey, you're like,
you don't want to be this guy.
No, you don't. Exactly.
1st and 10 now for Century from the 34. Haroldstead goes in motion. Low snap. Hare's got to go down and get it. Haroldstead right there. He falls on it. And it's all the way back to the 25-yard line. Austin Bay there to put on the finishing touches for Mandan.
I don't think you can even call that a sack. I'm not sure.
No.
Because I don't think Herr had it, did he?
I don't know. I don't think he did.
It's a fumble. They got the ball back. But it went all the way back to the 29-yard line. We'll give him tackle for loss for Mr. Austin Bay. He's played a good game, though.
Yeah, he has.
His name a lot.
Yep. So 2nd down and 15 now for Century. They go Twins to the left side. Herr back to pass. Herr. He's under pressure. Now he's just going to throw it into double coverage. Ball's tipped in the air and it falls incomplete. And that was intended for Kralik. On the coverage was Trey Mildenberger and Caden Ritz on the coverage there for.
That was danger. Was it Haroldstead? It was attempted to, and he just threw it up as he was running for his life.
So 3rd down and 15 now for Century.
Well, we are right by the speaker, if you can't tell.
Now Century goes, trips left again. Herr out of the shotgun. Herr back, rolling to his left. Hitch and go. Herr, he's got a man out there. He's got Simon. Oh, he drops it at the midfield stripe. Simon was going to the end zone before he caught the football.
The ball was behind him a little bit, Scott. I didn't see in the replay, but he was behind him just a hair, but he was wide open. Herr comes over and kind of slaps his hand, and Simon went, I can't believe it, because I catch that, I go down. You know, he could have got caught. I don't know how fast the defender was for Mandan, but he had about a 5-yard head start on him. That's kind of how the night's been going for the Patriots.
Jensen Schultz back to receive as Century's going to have to punt this one away as they were faced with a 4th and 15 from their own 29. Good kick there, and Schultz is going to let this one drop. Nope, he's going to run up and take it at the 40, and he runs it out of bounds at the 45, and a flag comes in.
The punt was the 36-yard line.
What was that? What would that flag have been? I didn't see much on that sideline over there.
So a 35-yard punt, just a second punt tonight from the Patriots.
I wonder if it's going to be sideline interference or something.
Serena, we won't banter. We'll keep an eye on what this penalty might be. What is it?
Sideline interference.
Oh, so as Mandan was returning it, there was a Century coach or a sideline, somebody in the sideline was in the way. So, hey, that's a blackout right there. We don't hear that one very often. Probably the right play, but the right call, but we haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time. So now Mandan leading this one 41-21 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 7:09 to go in the ball game. Sheldon, he's going to throw it, and he completes it. Nope, it's incomplete.
I mean,
the intended receiver there, that was that Timothy Johnson, I do believe? Yes, it was.
Sheldon's pass intended for number 32, Johnson.
And that one falls incomplete, stops the clock with 7:04 to go. Reminder, we're going to have our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. Also, we'll have our Serve Pro move of the game, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire, water, Cleveland restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Well, you got a 3-touchdown lead. I would think time is on your side. You want to keep it rolling.
And they're going to hand off as they give it to the tailback in there. That is DJ Trevino.
Trevino spent a bunch of time on defense mainly today. He gets his first carry of the game.
Yep, it'll be a 3rd down and 9 now for Mandan.
Century's got all 3 timeouts, but Century's Had a big comeback against the Demons, scored 26 points in one quarter. But
yeah, they did, but
it's a tall task to ask when you don't have the football, and times, like you mentioned, not on their side.
So 3rd down and 9 here for Mandan from their own 47-yard line. They hand off, and oh boy, I don't know. Yep, there comes a flag.
Horse collar.
It's either a horse collar or a face mask, as Leighton Wrestler was the ball carrier there, and on the stop was Jalen Tarp.
So they pull him down.
Tackle made by 33 Tarp.
Oh, that wasn't Kirky. That was Leighton Wrestler.
Where they mark They mark it. They mark it at the 43-yard line. So they marked it as a loss of 3, but then they're going to tack on 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
So it'll go out to the 42-yard line. So another first down for Mandan. This time created after the face mask, or the did they say face mask or mask?
Face mask. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So 6th penalty for the Patriots. 50 yards.
Now we've got a conversation with the officials again.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, a Century coach.
Oh, now one of the coaches got upset and said something.
Boy.
So now not only you get 15 there, so you just picked up 30 yards in that exchange. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, and I suspect I don't know how the math doesn't work. It should be, it was at the 43-yard line.
So now Mandan's got it all the way down at the Century 26-yard line.
It's not accurate, but okay.
Sheldon, quick pass in the flat, incomplete.
Sheldon's pass intended for number 32.
Johnson.
Well, maybe they want to get him 300 yards. Nope, he's got 232, so he's not going to get that. So another flag?
Yeah, now we get another flag. That's going to go against Mandan, so we're going to come back another 10.
Stop, everybody. That was a hold? Okay. Talk about getting ugly. UGLY right now. So that was a penalty for Mandan. So 3 consecutive penalties in a row. That being the 8th penalty for Mandan.
So 1st down and 20 now for the Mandan Braves. New quarterback in there. New running back in there. The quarterback, that's Brody Savageau.
Carry number 30, Kuntz.
And on the carry there was Colby Kuntz.
Boy.
Sophomore, so Hudson Sheldon's night is done, appears.
Correct, the ball was carried by number 80, Bierman.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was, 80.
Andy Bierman.
Andy Bierman, yep, a 5'9" senior.
All right, so he got out to the 28-yard line, so I think he got picked up 9 yards. And the quarterback is Savageau.
Yep.
Okay.
For the Braves.
Brady Savageau started at linebacker. He probably won't throw it, though.
I'm guessing probably not. I'm guessing we're going to see a bunch of running plays here. Down in 2nd and 12 from the 28 of Century. Savageau just letting time wind down and letting the play clock get to, I suppose, about 10 or.
I mean, and it's hard. Your linemen's been they went down right away, and they still had 20 seconds on the play clock.
Savageau hands off on the carry again. That is Andy Bierman.
Bierman again. Back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, just kind of a straight ahead running here. Bringing in the play for Mandan.
Logan Blair comes in the ball game at fullback. Also coming in is Thomas Catalano is going to get the kicker's going to get a little offensive run here.
Gain of 1, 3rd, and
now
11.
What we got going on? Oh, they're going back into their huddle. Well, what's been quite the game for Mandan. I mean, they got, you talk about guys that we can pick from. Sheldon obviously is an amazing game, but Jensen Schultz, 3 touchdowns, 6 catches.
On the carry there, that's Catalano.
16, Catalano.
Catalano gets it down to the 20-yard line. And we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. 4:06 to go. Mandan 41, Century 21. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
In a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, Catalano's going to come on to attempt a...
Oh. He's got the ball be marked in the 33-yard, 8-yard line, so a 38-yard field goal.
38-yard line, 38-yard field goal.
Sheldon will hold. And that one did not have a chance, and that one's going to be no good. So Century will take over on downs. They trail at 41-21 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 4:02 left to play in this ball game.
38-yard field goal goes for naught. Another 3-minute drive. Highlighted by a lot of penalties right there in that one, man.
Why not? And Legacy's a final 42-7. Bismarck High 50-0 over Williston. Shanley all over North 33-13. And West Fargo Cheyenne knocks off Fargo Davies 3-0.
Well, I wanted to call that game, huh?
Century takes over at the
Two good defensive teams. We saw them play.
3-0.
And I know what's the Cheyenne's a good defensive team. And, you know, Davies, they probably said, hey, or Cheyenne said, hey, we're going to force you to throw the football. And they haven't had to do that.
Nope. Century hands off. New tailback in there for San. That's Silas Jackson in the ball game.
4 Jackson. Tackle made by number 3 Eldrin.
Well, they got some other guys on the defensive side for Mandan. Lee Aldrin. He's not only running the football, but he gets a chance to play in a little backup defensive role.
Try to get some of those for, well, Trevino's still in there.
Who did you say ran that, Scotty?
That was Silas Jackson on the carry for Century.
What number is he?
Number 4 as he stands alongside Noah Herr. He's going to get it again, going to the right side. Cuts inside and back across the original line of scrimmage. Picked up a couple.
Savageau still in there for Mandan, and as well as DeAndre Bryant in there. Saw him one of the last guys to get off the pile.
Tackle made by number 11 Savageau.
As you said, Savageau with the stop there.
So Jackson's got 7 yards, but what a night for Hudson Sheldon. What a night for the Mandan Braves.
Yes, it was a good performance tonight.
Could have just secured their state tournament tonight.
It's 3rd down and 3 now. Jackson's going to get another handoff. Goes up, cuts back right, and he's got the first down as he's out to the 31, 32-yard line.
Mandan's fine, saying, all right, you want to keep running it, let the clock continue to roll.
Yeah.
I should probably work my way down in the field.
2:39 left to go in the ball game.
5-yard pickup there. So what's Mandan's going to move to 3-1, huh? Minot 4-0. Legacy 1-3, so they're probably out of it. Century 2-2. Bismarck 2-2. Williston 0-4.
Herr rolling, throws back in across midfield, and the ball is caught, and it's completed Chris Mock.
Mock, that was an absolute bullet to Mock right there. Good throw by Herr, rolling to his left.
Pass complete to number 5 Mock.
Clock winds to 2 minutes to go.
11-yard pickup for Herr. Herr's actually had a decent game, Scott. He's 13 of 21, 233, couple touchdowns.
Herr rolling to his right, sets, fires, caught, and the 40 and into Mandan territory on the reception there. That was Isaac Bachmeyer.
5'10", junior, backup wide receiver. So Bachmeyer, everybody's getting in.
Yeah, they are. Everybody's getting some action here.
A couple catches coming into the game for Bachmeyer for 20 yards. So that was a nice little throw over the top of the first line of defense. Got all the way back to the 37-yard line. So 20-yard pickup.
Jackson coming left, cuts inside. He's got some room at the 30, and he's down to the 25 is Silas Jackson. So Jackson, the 5'10 senior. Clock winds with a minute 20 to play.
Silas just had 5 carries coming into this game. Got 4 carries already on this drive. That was a 13-yard pickup and another first down for the Pats.
Kralik running in from the sideline. Now it's 1st and 10 from the Mandan 24. Hurd rolling to his right. Here comes a blitz. Hurd throws it up, and it's going to be caught on that far side.
Underthrown a little bit, but nice adjustment by the Patriots, by Bachmeier again. Coming back to the football. There'll be a first down and goal. They get to about the 4-yard line, Scott?
Yep, they did.
Another back-to-back 20-yard passes to Bachmeier.
And we got a First International Bank timeout on the field. 58 seconds to go. Mandan 41, Century 21. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
All right, cool.
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex as Century has it. First down and goal to go from the 4-yard line as they want to try to tack on a late touchdown here as Noah Hurd brings out the offensive unit for Century. Hurd back to pass. He throws it and picked off. Yes, it was. It was intercepted there by Caden Ritz.
Right at the goal line. They try to force it to a Century defender or Century, a guy in offense. Couldn't see what number he was. Good job by Ritz coming back to the ball. The outside linebacker for Mandan was able to get that INT.
And now we've got another injured Mandan player on the field as they tend to him as we started the game with one and unfortunate injury there, and hopefully we're not going to end with this one with a unfortunate injury as the staff is out tending to the injured player on the sideline or on the 10-yard line. And after that interception, we'll take a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. 54 seconds to go. Mandan 41, Century 21. Back after this timeout.
Exit through the building or through the north and south gates.
Time to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clairmont, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clairmont, and McBride.
Well, now the injured player has gotten up. And he's going to get some help off the field. Must be an ankle or can't see who that is. As now Mandan comes out on the offensive side, and I believe all Savageau probably has to do here is take a couple of knees, and that should, well, maybe not, as he's got, they've got it on their own too, so they're going to have to get some room. First and 10 from the 2-yard line. Savageau's going to keep it. He goes straight up the middle, and he's got some room. He's got it out to the 4-yard line to Savageau.
Savageau on the carry.
And this next one's probably just going to be a knee, and that's going to end the game here. As the Mandan Braves
Made by number 5 Mock.
are going to move to 5-3 overall. Century's going to drop to 5-3. And this will be the last snap of the ball game, as now they bunch it up. Savage's got to make sure he doesn't take the knee in the goal, and there he is. He steps into it and downs it, and that's going to do it here from the Starion Sports Complex, as the Mandan Braves are going to win this one by a score of 41-21 over the Century Patriots. We'll take a timeout. We come back. Our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame report after this timeout on the PSP Network. For the Braves. Twin receivers right, Twins left. Sheldon looking right, throws quickly, caught, turning upfield. Nifty move there by Ulmer, and Ulmer with a nifty juke move.
A good little 5-yard stop, all kinds of room there. Then he eludes one tackler, Marshall Arndt.
Here's Sheldon on the move. Sheldon into the end zone from 17 yards out. A quick snap there and tack on 6 more. Gun Hudson back to pass, looking left, running right, on the move, trying to get out of the, and he just throws it. Oh, wide open Schultz, 20-15, 10 to the 5.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Oh, welcome back to Starion Sports Complex and our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report. As this one has gone final here, Mandan wins it 41-21. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. And right now, Chuck Scott, the head coach of the Mandan Braves. Let's go down the field and Chuck, take it away.
All right, thanks, Scott. You know, Coach, you guys came out right away, and man, you just punched him in the mouth. You got up 20-0, and you did not coast in, but good quality offensive event tonight, and then you guys tighten up at the end when you needed to.
There's a lot of plays you call, you think you have a chance to be successful, but a lot of plays you call, you go, that kid's going to be an athlete, and just go let him be an athlete. And those are fun to watch. A little bit nerve-wracking on my end, but they're fun to watch.
You know, for you guys, are you calling those? Obviously, the fumble, you're not calling that, but are you calling that kickoff because you guys tried 2 times for a little pooch kick?
We called it once.
Okay.
We just called it once. The other ones are, not so much called.
Well, you know, for you as a coach, how much does Hudson have the opportunity to make calls on his own? Obviously, he's making, when he's running around, he's doing things, he's improvising, but has he got any check with me's at the line?
He's got quite a few check with me's at the line. I'd like to get a point where he could go, here's the formation, call your play. But because motion's been so important for us, the motion plays we call from the sideline, but pretty much anything we're in a set and there's nothing moving, he's making the call.
And you saw something early, they were backing off there, and those, when you got you guys on the outside, you had a lot of quick hitters to your guys. It's basically like a long handoff.
Take what they give you, take what they give you, take what they give you. I don't know how many times I've said that over the course of the last 13 years, 20 years. If quarterbacks just take the hitch, when the hitch is there, we'll be just fine.
You know, and for you guys now, you got 3 wins. It might get you into the playoffs. I know a big game next week against Bismarck High, but obviously you're not going to rest in your laurels.
No, we got some work to do this week. Bismarck has a ton of challenges that every team has to overcome, and they're just a physical team that you got to match a little bit of physicality with.
Herald said, he's got a man out there. It's going to be caught the 10.
Big win, Coach. Congratulations.
The 5.
All right, first of all,
Wild
Austin step in here from a defensive side. Austin will get you on this side. Austin Bay, defensive end for Mandan. And for you, man, you were in the backfield a lot tonight. You ended up getting 1 sack, but it seemed like you from a defensive perspective, this Mandan team came out and you guys were ready to play.
5:49 left to go here in
we were firing on all
quarter
cylinders.
number 3. Sheldon
we had
Alderman standing alongside him.
We had pressure in his face, couldn't get the ball off.
Sheldon, he's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw, and he's got a man caught.
How fun is that for you guys? You get a 20-0 lead, and you get to pin your ears back a little bit. Although Century came back, you got to say that they came back, had a lot of yards in the first half against you.
6.
What adjustments did you make that second half in order to seal that victory?
Sheldon.
Yeah, so basically it was our secondary. We had to
back to pass.
Get him tighter.
Wheel route, he's got a man out there.
Let's see.
Caught! Oh, what a catch in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, honestly, just keeping the pressure on the quarterback. That was mainly it, just keeping pressure on him. Making sure he doesn't feel comfortable in the pocket. And, yeah, that's pretty much all.
You know, guys, when you guys came out and you had the very first play of the game and you had that injury
back to
pass. What are you thinking inside, and what did your team do to kind of rally?
Oh, what a catch in the corner of the end zone.
It's terrible. I mean, it's inevitable. We pray for him, Casper, but pretty much as a team we come together and we just fight through it, play for him. So, yeah.
Big victory this week against a good team, the Patriots. Now you got another crosstown rivalry in the Bismarck Demons.
Yeah, we're definitely excited. We're getting ready for it. We're pumped. It's going to be another victory.
Well, good win tonight, and congratulations. Good luck next week. Jensen, step in here, buddy. Jensen Schultz. And for you, I mean, you have been basically the favorite target of Hudson all year, and tonight was no exception. Over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns tonight. What did you guys see tonight that got you open?
You know, honestly, a lot of props go to Tristan. If he's such a dangerous threat, that he makes it getting open for me a lot easier.
You know, we were saying Tristan, all he does is catch touchdowns, 15 catches, 9 touchdowns. But tonight he didn't have the openings like you did, and it seemed like there were different. Hudson Sheldon giving his favorite receiver some love. And, you know, for you having a quarterback like Hudson, you know, talk about him and what he does for you and allows you as a receiver to be special.
Oh, like Hudson, I don't know, never seen a quarterback like him in high school. He's just so dangerous. He's the fastest guy in the field at all times, has the strongest arm. I mean, he can make a lot out of nothing, and it makes it a lot easier for me as well.
You know, I think one thing that you got to say about you is there was so many times, though, where he was scrambling. You stayed with it. You came back. You adjusted your route. You came back to the ball. You know, what are those things that instinctively that you're doing on that aspect?
You know, Coach Sheldon, he always talks to us about that because he knows how Hudson plays. Hudson's always running around. He tells us you just got to stay a yard in front of Hudson at all times, give him someone to throw to, and good things will happen.
May have sealed you guys an opportunity to get to the state tournament now with that victory, but a big game next week against Bismarck High. Some thoughts of that game?
Yeah, you know, here at MHS, we don't like BHS, so we're real excited. So.
All right, well, good luck next week. We've got the game. Great job. And hold on, don't leave it. Scotty, back up to you.
All right, Chuck Clairmont, fine job down there. As there you see Jensen Schultz, Austin Bay, as what a night tonight for the Mandan Braves as they knock off the number 4 team in the state by a score of 41-21 here at the Starion Sports Complex. As the Mandan Braves, well, that win tonight, as Chuck mentioned, in talking with Coach Todd Sheldon, should pretty much get them in to the playoffs. It's just going to be a matter of where they will end up right now, as they've got a tough one next week as the Bismarck Demons make their way over here to the Starion Sports Complex. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
To this. With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food reward program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com at Shots Crossroads. Get filled up with their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. 41-21. Mandan wins this one with 20 of those 41 coming in the opening quarter of play here tonight against the Century Patriots. And tonight, Century just ran into a buzzsaw as Mandan with a big win tonight. But as we said, it doesn't get any easier. Next week, the Bismarck Demons make their way over here to the Starion Sports Complex and what'll turn out to be a pretty big game over there or next week.
Hey,
right here.
We from MHS don't like BHS.
Yeah, that was that might be.
And Austin Bay, that's a win.
It might be bulletin board material over in the confines of Bismarck High School over there. But how you doing on those numbers there, fella?
Almost done, big fella.
Okay.
Just finished a couple talks and I'll be right there.
We'll give you update BNC scoreboard update. On the AAA side, these are all final scores now. Minot over Legacy 42-7. Bismarck over Williston 50-0. Shanley over North 33-13. And West Fargo Cheyenne over the number one ranked team in the state, Fargo Davies 3-0. On the AA side, well, it was Horace over Red River over Horace 13-7 in overtime. St. Mary's over Watford City 28-20. Minot North defeats Jamestown 25-7. And Dickinson is currently that one's final as well. Dickinson leads Valley City, has defeated Valley City 21-14, as those are all final scores. And for a look at the final individual and team numbers, here's Chuck.
All right, for the Patriots, Jarris Burkhardt had the most carries, 13, just 20 yards for him, though. Noah Herr, quarterback, 6 for 24. Carter Wild, 6 for 36. Xavier Haroldstead, 1 for 2 yards. And then Jackson came in late and had 4 carries for 25 yards. Herr, a good job throwing today, as he wouldn't say it, though. A loss doesn't matter how good you threw it. 15 of 24. Did have an interception to end the game, but he had 273 yards, 2 touchdowns, a 34-yarder to Wild, and then a 58-yarder to Xavier Haroldstead. As Haroldstead had 3 catches for 98 yards, including that touchdown. Coulter Simon, 5 for 73. Isaac Bachmeyer, 2 for 40. Jarris Burkhardt had 1 for 6. Joey Kralik had 2 for 21. And then Mock came in and had 1 catch for 11 yards. As I mentioned, Wild had 1 for 34. For the Braves, Hudson Sheldon, 12 carries, 117, 2 touchdowns, a 17-yarder and a 1-yarder. Lee Aldrin, 6 catches for 37 yards. Nunpa Kirky, 9 carries for 29 yards. Trevino had a carry for 1 yard. And then, let's see. Got to get the number. Oh, excuse me, Ulmer. Yeah, duh. He had a 19-yard carry in that fake punt. And then, let's see, who was the other one for Mandan? Oh, 80. Number 80 for Mandan. Andy Bierman had a couple carries tonight for 9 yards. And then one other guy, Catalano. Right? Didn't Catalano? Yeah, Thomas Catalano. He had a carry for 8 yards. Hudson Sheldon throwing. He was 19 of 32, 4 touchdowns, 234 yards. 3 of those went to Jensen Schultz, as Schultz had 6 catches for 107. He had a 27-yard touchdown catch, a 26, and a 4-yard catch. The 4-yarder and the 26 were in the second half. Kavion Lanier had 4 for 31. Doug Sheldon had 2 for 18. Ulmer had 1 for 14. Kirky had 1 for 15. But that was a big one. That was a touchdown. You might see that one again. Trinity Anderson had 3 for 21. And then Bryant had 1 for 16. Stats, so we get through those. 30 carries for rushes for the Patriots, 107 yards. Mandan had 31 carries, 228 yards. 273 through the air for the Patriots, 232 for Mandan. So Century actually ran more plays, 54 plays, had 380 total yards tonight, the Patriots did. But Mandan had 50 total plays for 460 yards. That's a pretty good effort. 4 fumbles for Century. They lost 2 of them. Mandan had 1, did not lose it. Couple punts for Mandan, for Ulmer for 44 yards. 7 penalties for Century, 8 for Mandan. 17 first down for the Patriots, 20 for Mandan, so a lot of offense. Austin Bay, we talked to him. He did have the only sack of the night, and then interception at the end of the game. Caden Ritz, a couple guys we want to talk about. I know Logan Renner, he had got hurt. They were looking at him at the end of the game as they were looking at his left knee, so hopefully everything's okay with him. And then, unfortunately, Casper Holcup, things don't necessarily sound good for him. So, hey, hopefully everything's going to come out well. I'm sure it will for Casper. Hopefully he'll get in his rehab and get things going. He's a junior. Hopefully we'll see him back next year in the field. And so it's a good win for Mandan tonight. Good victory over a tough Century team.
Yes, sir. A couple more things to do, Chuck. We got to give out our Serve Pro move of the game, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire, water, cleanable restoration at Serve Pro. And I thought late in that first half, Chuck, the touchdown pass, one of the many from Sheldon to the one, you're going to see it right here as they found out of the backfield. It was Kirky as he just came out of the backfield, and Sheldon just delivered a dime right to him as over the Century defender.
I love the call as it was a fake handoff to him, and then he actually rolled out back to the opposite way, pulled up, and then threw a strike over the out. The Cash Weisenberg was trying to defend it right there, but just a better throw and a great catch and great concentration for Kirky for our jobbers.
Serve Pro move of the game.
Thank you.
And now we got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to make you feel like an MVP. Quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips, and that Sport Clips game MVP is, Chuck.
Well, before we get there, let's talk about Sheldon first, okay? Before you hit the button. I mean, he gets a lot of them, all right? So we try to share the love. Sheldon, 232 and 4 touchdowns in the air, 117 on the ground. But we're going to give some love to the receiver, Jensen Schultz.
Yeah,
tonight.
You got to give it. Jensen Schultz is our MVP of the game, as you're going to see one of his touchdowns right here. Good job there by his quarterback. And he found Schultz wide open, and he just took it in from there, out racing the defender and into the end zone. So one of Jensen Schultz's touchdown there, and a good night tonight for him and Hudson Sheldon.
Yeah, 6 catches, 107 yards. He's one of the best receivers in the West region and maybe in the state. Just a big night for Jensen Schultz and obviously Hudson Sheldon as well. But Jensen Schultz is our Sport Clips MVP of the game today.
Well, a reminder coming up tomorrow on the PSP Network, DLB will be at Velvet Drake Animos Garrison. You can find that. And also Saturday, it's 9-man football. South Border is at Hettinger County right here on the PSP Network. Well, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. It was a long one tonight, but Mandan came out of this one with a 41-21 victory. We want to thank all of our sponsors, BNC National Bank, also Valvoline Instant Oil Change, First International Bank and Trust, Serve Pro, Minot State UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Pressrich Orthodontics, Tyler Hagan and Mason Kramer Photography, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Shields, also Magic Towing, also to Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, and Serve Pro as well. Big thanks goes out to Johnny Haugen and also Logan Hoff joining the PSP Network, doing a great job tonight on the cameras from the Starion Sports Complex. Repeating our final score here tonight, it's Mandan 41, Century 21. For Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee saying so long from the Starion Sports Complex.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.